Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3, guys. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot, Legend of Mana action. My name is David. Yeah, so as Freefinch points out, tonight we're doing something a little bit different. Our scheduled programming for today was Batman Arkham Asylum and our start of our Majora's Mask playthrough. But on account of me not having got a lot of sleep last night and having woken up to a lot of anxiety, which I think is something everybody can relate to right now, I figured that it would be prudent to just take a chill day, play a game that is very near and dear to my heart, easily one of my favorite games of all time. I've been ranking it lately as my second favorite of all time, but it's been a huge influence on me personally. It's a beautiful game. It's a game that is very sort of nostalgic for me, and I think that it's something that's kind of needed right now. Basically, to make it short, I woke up after very little sleep to the sound of sirens and car horns blaring and explosions, and immediately went on social media, of course, checked my local news to see how the riots were going. I thought to myself, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get up, shower, and start some new playthroughs tonight. I want to do something chill instead. There's no way I can be playing, a fast-paced action game like Batman, or starting a new playthrough like Zelda that deserves, my full energy. So I thought today we'd do something a little bit more nostalgic. Also gave me the shot to have another crack at this CRT emulation that I'm looking at right now. I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. Welcome aboard, Katie. Hope you're having an okay night, dude. Again, this is a game that was very influential for me as a kid. It's a game I still compare every game that I play to. Even if there are different, genres, different styles. In terms of presentation especially, this game is, a huge inspiration. Something I'm very excited about all these years later. And again, when I see a game that goes for like a stylistic art style, or a game that goes for a beautiful soundtrack, I always think to myself, it's at best Legend of Mana-esque. This is effectively Seiken Densetsu 4. As you guys probably know by now, in the year of our Lord 2020, that the Mana series is a pretty popular, relatively speaking, JRPG franchise by Squaresoft. It started off with Seiken Densetsu 1 on Game Boy, known in the West as Final Fantasy Adventure. It was followed up by Secret of Mana in the West, aka Seiken Densetsu 2. That was then followed up by Seiken Densetsu 3 in Japan, which did not come to the US until literally this year, in a formal capacity, as Trials of Mana. This is the fourth game in the series, Legend of Mana. The Mana franchise is an early example of an action RPG. Back in a time where RPGs are mostly just menu-based, turn-based sort of combat, the Mana franchise sought to make it more like a sort of a real-time sort of situation here. Let's make a new game here. Should we be boy, or should we be girl? What do you guys think? Yeah, this game is stunningly beautiful. The art design is done by a team called Brownie Brown, also known in their day for games like Magical Star Sign. We could be Borte, or we could be Bortet. Brownie Brown really makes this game. Should be Gorlte? Oh man! Gorlte. Bordello, let's be Gorlte. What weapon should we use, guys? I've said in previous streams, you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you guys know I always talk about this game. I've mentioned a few times already in this stream that it's an all-time favorite, easily, and I can't stop thinking about it, 20 years later. But one thing I say about this game, and I criticize it now, I use this game as an example very often of how my taste in games have changed. Because although I used to care a lot more about presentation, especially in the classic JRPGs, and narrative over gameplay, Now I feel these guys opposite way most of the time, right? I feel like gameplay should take precedence over presentation and narrative. In this case, this game I always use an example of having very fluffy gameplay. All these weapons look different, and they're really fun, but they all behave pretty much exactly the same. And in that respect, it is sort of a quintessential example of alpha gaming. This game is a game I always use when I refer to like alpha gaming, because you can be so creative in this game. You can create your own gear. The earliest example I know of a game where you can craft your own gear. You can totally design it. You can make it from any material you want. You can name your stuff. You can use any weapon you want. It's super awesome. But that all behaves the same. It's just totally superficial. But that's fine. This game is very superficial in the sense that it's very much about style. I'm gonna go. I think I like Thrun's idea of hammer. Hammer is great. Let's go with flail because it's so unusual. It is indeed a pair of nunchucks you can use. What's up, Brian? We're playing Legion of Mana today, dude. Again, this is my second favorite game of all time, and maybe the one that's the most influential on me in terms of my aesthetic tastes. Slave Knight flail, dude. No, you ain't cutting it, dude. Hey, what's up, Mac? Hope you're having an okay day. That reminds me, I gotta bring up this information here so I can see it. How do I backspace? O button? Oh, undo. No. Deletes one letter? Oh, it's going the other way. I see, because we have a typewriter. Okay, I got you. Gorte. Was you all capitalized? Hang on, let me see here. You guys know I'm fucking... Let's do auto. That's fun. No, so it's not all capitalized. Gorte. Here, Gord. I'm a squash now. Rest in peace, dude. I don't want to be a squash. You know, being a squash not that bad, really. I don't care anymore. I love that meme. Gorte. Where should we start? It doesn't super matter to my knowledge. There's one more example of a situation in this game that's, I believe, purely aesthetic, which is sort of this game's thing, for better or worse. There's a nice little lake in this one, in the middle. Let's do that. Okay, got our mailbox. Place the mailbox on the map. Select a spot with the directional button and press X. You may place the mailbox on the brightly colored areas. Okay. Let's put our house by the water. Right here. God damn. Actually, I got the Joy Command all set up, Katie. I just need to implement it in terms of the bot. But I got the actual footage all chopped the way I want it. It's gonna be sick. It'll be available in our next stream tomorrow. Dark Souls looks weird. 9 centuries ago, the mana tree burned to ashes. The power of mana lived on inside mana stones, enchanted instruments, and artifacts. Sages fought with each other for control of these last remnants of mana. Thank you for the sub, Katie. He says, yeah, boy. It's that game, KG. I said KD, I'm sorry. KG the legend. Then, after hundreds of years of war, as the power of mana began to wane, those who sought it grew scarce, and the world returned to peace. After that, mankind grew afraid to desire. Their hearts filled with empty emotions and grew estranged from my hands. They turned their eyes away from my infinite power and were troubled by their petty disputes. Remember me. Need me. I can provide you with everything. I am love. Find me and walk beside me. This game is among the most surreal games I've ever played. Its plot is very abstract and bizarre and magical and wonderful. I can spoil things for you guys. I mean, there's not much to spoil. Basically, the game doesn't really go out its way to explain its storyline to you, but there's a lot of lore you can find and stuff. Essentially, as the Mana Tree just explained, in a time before modern history, mankind and all the different creatures fought over this infinite power of mana, which, was basically a resource that could make you, be able to do wonderful things. But because of the damage that was caused by them fighting over it, basically, mankind learned a lesson to stay away from it. And as a result, they sort of fell away from ideas like inspiration, creativity, ambition. And so it's sort of a metaphor for, how we as people, when we get hurt by things that are really, exciting, we tend to want to retreat. And there's a whole different kind of depression that comes from, not being open-minded to vulnerability, right, and conflict. That being said, this game kind of explores the ups and downs of that. What if you're excited by things that hurt you, though? Exactly, Dick, that's what I'm saying. But in any case, yeah, so the plot of this game is that your character has a prophetic dream. That was actually in canon our dream, so we got out of bed right there. We saw the Mana Tree in our dream, and now it's our job, in a very abstract sense. This game has a non-linear story. Some would argue it doesn't really have much of a linear story at all. It's an early example of a totally non-linear game. And basically our quest is to reignite the ambitions and the love and the lust for life in the world. What's up, Chumpy? So we do that by finding the artifacts that represent our broken world. As the war ended, essentially, a lot of the world was split up into these artifacts where people kind of live in an isolated situation in these their own little contained universes, basically. And they don't even realize it necessarily. And we're going to go find those and basically rebuild the world with them, bring people together again, and deal with the consequences in some cases. Yeah, likewise, Chumpy. This is my favorite RPG of all time as well. He's never played this one, huh? It's just brilliant. Anyway, here's a little cactus. What's up, bro? Talk to him, sure. He's not feeling very talkative right now. So KG played Secret of Mana on the SNES. This is an early black sheep of the Mana franchise. It is the last Mana game to basically receive the last game they had when they were a totally unblemished franchise. And when this game came out, there was some backlash for a lot of reasons. Getting hurt by things that make me excited makes me excited. This is our house. Hey, treasure. That's a lucre. This game's plot is not hugely important, except that it sets the stage for the aesthetic of it, basically. This game's narrative aesthetic is about, you know, meeting bizarre characters and getting involved in their lives. It's a very early example, again, of a non-linear game. The entire game is based around side quests. That's all you have is side quests. It's sort of like, you know, imagine like Oblivion or Skyrim, something like that, where you walk around, you meet people, you do things for them that usually branch off into their own little storylines that then will conclude, and then you move on to the next one until you have built up enough, you know, mana in the world again. We're basically reintroducing people to mana by, you know, adding some excitement to their lives. And they have, Dix, yeah. So this is a little bit timely. God, this game is fucking beautiful. I could actually cry. Like, I'm so nostalgic, I could literally cry. Anyway, yeah, so they recently re-released the collection of mana, which includes Seiken Densetsu 1, 2, and 3. And this is 4. This game has not been re-released or remade in any capacity, nor do I expect that it will ever be re-released or remade, and I'll tell you guys why. Because if you look at this game, I think that it is actually so beautiful. Again, I don't think it's nostalgia speaking. I just don't think that they could, without the original drawings, like, enhance the graphics because of the low pixel count, right? They basically hand drew all the graphics, and then scanned them in digitally and pixelated them. There's no way you can restore these graphics to, like, HD. And likewise, to use polygons to make a world this lush would be such a huge expenditure. And I said this on a recent stream for Saga Frontier 2. I mentioned how in this era, if you guys that are really young, you might not know, in this era, this is post-FF7, where JRPGs were a relatively new thing around the world outside of Japan, and they had insane budgets for JRPGs. Just mad, insane budgets. And this game is a perfect example of just how lush they could do the graphics and, you know, the sprite work. And same with the soundtrack. It's a brilliant soundtrack. But yeah, I think even by modern standards, with modern technology, you could not remake this game and do it justice. Not saying that, you know, there's not creators out there that are brilliant, but in terms of resources, in terms of financial resources, the budget wouldn't be there. But yeah, so they actually, like Dick said, not only have they re-released these games recently, the original ones on SNES and Game Boy, but they also have been remaking them. They remade the first game, and the second game, and now the third game. So this game would be next in line for a remake, but again, I highly doubt they're going to go that route. Let's go outside, see what's up. So here's our properties, essentially. It had a US release, KG, indeed. It's called Legend of Mana. This is a Sproutling. I'm a Sproutling. The world can be shaped by your imagination. Did you know that? No, I didn't. Pokel, the poet, told me that the town of Domina exists because I think so. People say this world isn't an illusion, but the Sproutlings know. If you can't find Domina, use your imagination to find it. Here, use this. So I got the artifact color blocks. This is the town of Domina. And this game is very abstract and surreal, and I love it, for that reason especially. People with pure hearts can go to a whole new world. Legend of Mana, Cav says. What if they remake it and it's Garbo? If they did remake it, KG, it would certainly be Garbo. But, you know, they can't take away what we still have historically. So Madness wanted to play this game, 10 out of 10 artwork. Yeah, again, Brownie Brown does the art here, and they're brilliant. And this game is a very, as a game that I love profoundly, one of my all-time favorites, a game that's near and dear to my heart, like at a very personal level. I can tell you guys, it's got pretty vapid gameplay. This game is all about its aesthetic, and I think that Square Enix can never repay their debt to Brownie Brown for what they did for this game. And likewise, I think that, you know, although I love this game so much, I'm not a huge fan of the Mana franchise in general, except for the ones that Brownie Brown worked on, which are very few. So they tried to capture the Mana aesthetic, the Seiken Densetsu aesthetic here, but it is, if you look at Brownie Brown's other games, it really is their own vision, and they only worked on a small handful of the Mana games. I believe this one, Sword of Mana, and that may be it. But they're still active, guys. If you look at the game on the Switch demo store, It's called, fuck. It's a, Story of Seasons game starring, that one blue cat with no ears from Japan. I forget what he's called. But I chose to play the game on one night just for fun as a demo. And I looked at the graphics and went, oh, fuck. This is the second coming of Legend of Mana. Like, it's, it looks so much like Legend of Mana, it's crazy. But like with modern technology. And I looked it up later and found out that indeed it was created by Brownie Brown graphically. So they're still working. So Chumpet says the remake for the first one, Sword of Mana, on the GBA is also a fantasy game, but I'm a huge Mana fanboy. I agree, Chumpet. I love Sword of Mana as well, and again, that's also a Brownie Brown game. Akao says, hey guys, I finally made a box for my fight stick. It's gonna be getting some vinyl for it later this week. Good stuff, Akao says. Sounds sick. Welcome more Peter Steeds. This game looks like a storybook a lot. Yeah, that's sort of its design. And again, not only is it designed graphically that way, but the story is very much like a fairy tale. A lot of fairy tales interwoven. And it's just a really brilliant atmospheric game. Fody says here, didn't Brownie Brown have to change their name? I don't think they did. Oh, maybe they did recently. I think you're right, Fody. That's the new game they put out recently on Switch is by Brownie Brown, but they have a different name, I believe. El Gato the Earless. What is that thing called? I'm gonna go nuts if I can't think of it. Doraemon. That's it. Doraemon. Look it up on the Switch, guys. So Madamus bought Saga Frontier instead of this, didn't end up liking it. At least Legend of Mana is pretty, huh? Yeah, Saga Frontier is a really ugly game. You can give it as it has its own look, and I love it, but it's pretty like avant-garde in its look. Of course, we played Saga Frontier 2 on stream. That game's a lot like this, hand-drawn, beautiful graphics. But the first Saga Frontier is a game that I love a lot, but goddamn does it look weird. Brownie Brown also worked on an RPG for the Nintendo DS called Magical Star Sign. Yes. And Magical Star Sign, I think I mentioned that already, didn't I? Peter can still play my brother's collection of Mana, just playing FF Adventures. That's a really fun game. One Up Studio, which used to be Brownie Brown. Thank you, Dix. Yeah, One Up Studio. Oh, is it really Animal Crossing New Horizons? That's not a surprise to me. That game's also quite beautiful, but it's a shame that again they strayed from the the hand-drawn style, which they did use again in this Doraemon game. Was their hand-drawn style? It looks a lot like this, but in HD, which is kind of nice. Then orchard in the backyard. I can run, by the way. I'm just walking around to enjoy the graphics. I'm gonna give you guys a brief taste just for my inner nerd. Right now we're using a CRT emulator to show what this game looks like. If we turn off the shader, we'll see the way the game looks at the hardware level. As modern gamers looking back on retro consoles, we're typically looking at them like this, which is the hardware output. This is the way the game looks coming straight out of hardware, which has very sharp pixels, which is great for a lot of reasons. You can see more color depth, which is beautiful. You can see more detail, which is awesome. There's no obstructions to anything in terms of like blurriness, and it's just super, super awesome. In fact, I might even brighten up the CRT a little bit. That being said, you also are missing some things. If you guys aren't playing your games on like a CRT or something like that, you're playing it like on a modern display. A lot of the rounded shapes don't appear as rounded because the actual graphics were engineered in their era to leverage the limitations of a CRT to make things appear more rounded and soft. So we go back to our CRT emulation here. This is more akin to the way the game is supposed to look. And you see that it appears much more hand-drawn. It's interesting how the addition of scan lines and a little bit of blurriness can really make a game like this into something totally different. Yeah, I think these games are pretty well enjoyed as single-player Peter Steves. I don't think you need to play a multiplayer at all. It's a very nice game, the book on board, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear you've been sick, Sounds. I'm really sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you're getting a lot of rest. And drinking a lot of water. Yeah, Sounds been sick for a while now. It feels like it's been more than 5 days. Anyway, let's brighten the graphics just a smidge. See how that works for us. Do 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 do. What if I just rose saturation a smidge? I don't think I need to do that. I don't know. It kind of works. I might do that instead of just raising the brightness. Let's have a peek and see how we'd like that. No. Doesn't do the same job. Do, 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 do. If we pump the brightness, we're going to get more, less saturation by a small amount. Let's see if this looks better in terms of... Yeah, I think it works a little bit better for me. Well, let's raise saturation a little bit now. This is what I spend hours and hours doing between the streams, guys. There, this might be what we need. Yes, that'll work. That'll do. Isn't that the same for the original Banjo-Tooie, where the music at the beginning of the game slows down, so the original soundtrack had the music to connect with that slowdown? I think I missed a message in the chat here. Yeah, indeed, Bootcamp. No face cam tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, this is our shed that we can build stuff in. Because I'm Stevie Wonder right now, dude. Can't see shit. Cody says, man, I can really appreciate the tweaking. Reminds me of sitting down my CRT and messing with the settings. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I've put a lot of work into making it as accurate as possible. And I believe that it is very accurate. But sometimes, you want to make a game kind of pop a little bit, too. Just a reply to how you said the game with the circles were for the original hardware. Oh, I see what you mean, Peter Steve. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically, when you play games on emulator, you're seeing what's coming straight out of the hardware. And in some cases, that's really not only, like, great, but super important. Like, it's super important to do. In terms of making it more, you know, in line with what you need, with the game to be, you know, accurate. But also, it's kind of a drag sometimes. You gotta pick your battles. Sneaky Menace Streams, Neon. This is the pasture. The corral. It took me forever, Dix, but I think that it turned out really well. Yeah, it is very much like a CRT. Which I think is more important for some games than others. I believe it's very important for sprite-based games. This is emulator, Peter Steves. This game's not on the collection, unfortunately. Alright, so we learned that Domina's in our mind. Let's go see if that's true. Press square to select an artifact. Okay. Color blocks. We were told this was Domina. Let's put Domina here. Today's Aura Day. Kind of like Winnie the Pooh the house. Yeah, exactly, Peter Steve's kind of. Yo, Naruto bootcamp on Friday. We're going to town, guys. Let's go. This says Clash Ninja 2 is the best, huh? We're playing Clash Ninja 1, I believe. Forgot about this. There's like a map within the map. Hey. At least give me your name. Elazul. Bye, bitch. Jeez. He makes me sick. Why? I'm Duel, Onion Warrior. My friend Tipo is in the shopkeeper's house. Meet me there if you want to talk. Alright. This is a smidge oversaturated, and I'm going to dial it back just a little bit. Let's see here. I want to knock this back down. And by extension, probably knock the brightness down a smidge. Just go like this. This is more low-key anyway. Like that one guy from the Marvel films we called. Oh yeah, it's way better. Scared of the name, dude. El Azul. I hear his friends cry when he gets cut, huh? Hey, it's an onion warrior. Well, he went inside here. What's this guy talking about, though? I'm a Sproutling. We've got no souls, you know. There are many of us, but we are all one. I like the ground. I like birds and insects. I also like, you know, counting stars. You know, there's gotta be a lot of stars. He's right. So let's have a peek around here. What the hell's going on here? So we got Duel's house here. We've got the inn, I believe. There's also a bar, I think. This is, oh, I'm sorry, this is the hotel. This is the bar. And this is someone's crib. Oh, this is my my friend's crib. His name is multiplayer. You can bring your friend to play with you if you have another controller and a homie that has a save file. And they live here in town. Would I say this is my passion project? You mean the stream? Certainly. Obviously. This is T-Bell, I guess. An adventurer, eh? You should at least get some bronze gloves at the shop. And don't forget to equip them. Hit the start button to make your preparations. Now I'll probably be teaching you about the battle system, so leave that to me. Even if I'm just an onion warrior, I'm still a warrior. Well, whatever is an onion warrior? How should I know? Nah, very good. It's important to keep asking questions like that. My only advice is that you pick up some bronze gloves at the shop. Mark is always doting over Rachel. To battle is to ask yourself who you really are. And you are an onion warrior. Hey, don't judge a book by its cover. But inside, you're hollow. Certainly sounds like an onion to me. I've never thought about my insides. This game is like living in a storybook. Again, compared to most games I love these days, it is definitely very much based around beautiful graphics, beautiful soundtrack, interesting narrative, characters, and the gameplay is actually rather, you know, uninvolved, but it is just amazing. Normally I'd be really pissed off that they have all this shit to say, but that's kind of the point of this game. Alright, let's talk about combat inside a dungeon sometime, okay? Every character in the game talks like this. There are so many of them, and they're all so unique and whimsical. This game's hella whimsical. It's like an Onion Knight, kind of, yeah. I've heard people say, actually, he's you know, a reference to Final Fantasy in some respects. Who wants to talk about fighting inside a house? Let's head to a dungeon. What's up, Tipo? There was a scary bloke here just now. He said, I'm looking for my lost girlfriend. Have you seen her? So I says, no, I haven't. Honest, Gov. But then I said I was lying. But then he said I was lying, and he started threatening me. Maybe he was a stalker. Blimey. I may not look it, but I'm a jewel collector. Ladies look best when we're in a wee bit of on the plump side. Gotta go for lasses like me, and don't you forget it. It's gonna be gents go. No, I wouldn't forget that. Look at this girl. She's thick as fuck. She's thicker than a Snicker. How many members does it compare to Suikoden 2 where there are hundreds of characters in your party? No, not at all. This game, you only have one character, and you have a partner. So basically, depending on the storyline you're in, you have a designated partner. So this game is mostly a single player, like a single character experience. You level up your one character, and you can equip your one character. Then sometimes somebody like Duel will join you for a while. There are a lot of party members that you can have, and some you can actually choose to have in certain situations. But for the most part, you're just one person, and people kind of come and go from your team to help you out. I do like tea. I forgot they have like random stuff they say. That's kind of annoying, but whatever, we don't need to hear it all. This guy's his own man, I think. Well, I thought getting Rachel a job would help cheer her up. But now I hardly get to see her anymore. Oh yeah, let me give you this book about weapons, armor, and instruments. Look it over in your study, and feel free to check out our shop. Thanks, man. That's his daughter, I believe, Rachel, if I recall correctly. This is her room up here. Look at the details, man. Look at the house. For God's sake. Every interior in this game looks like this, and they're all unique. They never reuse one of them. This is Rachel's room, I believe. That girl thick, dude. Tipo. Oh, hey, this is where the shop is. Okay. There's a little stone guy over here. Okay, I want to buy an item. I was told to buy bronze gloves. So I've got, what do I have right now? Let me actually look at my stuff. Gorte. So I've got, what are these stats? Power is my raw strength level. HP. Spirit, defensive against magic. Charm affects status magic. Luck, treasure finding. Magic, defense against magic. Wait, I thought this was defense against magic. Oh, this is status magic, okay. Defense against physical attacks, and technical attack level. Okay, so, yeah, mostly just these three. What do I got here? I got a Menos flail. Menos is the material, made of Menos bronze. I also have this Menos hauberk. What does it mean, off? I got nothing else to wear. Okay, got no skills yet. Forgot how learning skills works. ST, I believe, means the technical attacks. Magic, I got no magic yet. They're not really that important in this game. They're mostly just for flash, as I recall. What's config? Anything cool here? Stereo, mono, vibration. Oh, yeah, there's vibration? Vibration. Yo, stakes is high. I got a diary of all my events. I got all the side quests and sub quests. Cool. Okay. So they kind of expand a little bit. I have weapons, armor, instruments, artifacts. Okay. Cool. So I need some equipment for sure. I mean, not really, to be honest. I was told to buy a glove, though. Maybe I should... It's got attack power. So is this armor? It must be armor. Well, this is a flail. This is a bow. These are all weapons. Except for the shield, I guess. And there's the helms. The glove is, like, for punching things, right? I don't want to punch things. Like that. Here's some instruments. I forgot how these work. I don't have the money for it anyway. We can go follow Elazul. I don't see how we shouldn't, I guess. What's up, guys? Anybody else around here? This is the tavern, I guess. There seems to be no proprietor here, unless this, no, this must be her right here. Oh, she's not very talkative. Silence. Do not interrupt. Speak up. Don't make me angry. She ain't talking, dude. What are you hiding? Let's not stop him. Let's ask what happened. A friend is missing. Ask about the friend. She wears a white dress and has long hair. She's like a sister to me. I'm worried. Let's fucking search for her, bruh. Together with me? But you mustn't. No, I would be grateful. What? Here. So I got Jade Egg. So that's another artifact. So... what's this? It smells like pearl. Let's hurry. So that's the girl I was looking for. Okay. Party on, Elazul. Let's fucking go. First teammate. She's the quiet type. I think that's Rachel. I just realized, because I played this game last when I was quite a young man, that she's got like little bug ears and bug wings, like little bug feelers, and her father's kind of like a beetle. So they're kind of like bug people. Alright. We got the Jade Egg. Let's look around a little bit more. Well, I wonder, let's go talk to, I wonder if Duel has something new to say. Now we have Ilzo on our team. Because it seems like they don't get along. Oh, where'd Duel go? Tipo? Duel dipped. This game is like that. Again, it's kind of like Skyrim in the sense that, you know, when you trigger things, it makes everybody in the world sort of do their own stuff. It's pretty deep and really interesting. I have never done a 100% playthrough of this game. It can be done, though, because although there are branching paths, if you do New Game Plus, you can keep your quest log. So you can do quests you missed last time to complete it. I've never done that to completion. Okay, anything else happen in the bar now? Now that I left, can I come back? Check out the hotel. Do 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 do. Please feel welcome. I'm Miss Yuka, the keeper of this inn. Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss Yuka. That's my little Pee-wee. He's quite fragile, so please leave him be. Alright. So here's the innkeeper. I can rest here, right? 2P control. Auto motor control mode. So yeah, I can basically set my partner to be controlled with a second player controller, which is super cool. Okay, here's one of the rooms. I really don't remember this. So you have a little bathroom here. Okay. I wonder if anything ever happens in that room. I really don't remember that room at all from my childhood. I go up here too? I can. Oh, treasure. Bird meat? That's weird. Considering that Miss Yuka runs this place. Hey, look, little dude. I'm selling the minerals I've mined around here. Okay. So you can buy different kinds of materials to make your own equipment with. They have different properties that are more suited to certain types of construction than others. It's one of the game's mechanics that, again, is totally unnecessary. It doesn't really help you play the game, but it sure is fun. I've wasted many, many hours building all kinds of goofy stuff. I just use a sword made out of felt. Excuse me, Pee-wee. Welcome back, Gnome Jr. Long time no see, man. Hopefully you've been doing all right. Okay, wow. So we got some shit to do already. This is a much bigger town than I remember it being. And this game is... the games of my childhood are massive. It really does feel like we've stepped back in a lot of ways in modern JRPGs. Like, on the one hand, I want to just go and help rescue Pearl. On the other hand, there's so much town to explore. Like, wow. Hey, watch this. My name's Capella, a wandering juggler. Nice moves, dude. Crank it, dude. Crank it. It's nice having you back, Gnomed. Hopefully you're holding up okay in these dark times. Force says 100% agree, we'll never get games like this again, huh? I think it's just too expensive, dude. I just think it's too expensive. People aren't ready to invest this kind of money into a game like this. The way they were in 1999. Here comes the cutest mail carrier. Watch out, boys. Bang! She's great. Delivering the mail. Does she have a route if we watch her? That sounds pretty godly. Delivering mail. Delivering the mail. So much sprite work. Like, Jesus. What happens when she's done? Will she just leave the map? lovey-dovey, lovey letters, leave them all to me. I wonder if her dialogue changes after she stops. Like, we should have checked her after she could talk to that first house. So much detail in this game, Cody. Just little animations, little graphics. And that's all for the Pelican's work for the day. Sure enough, her dialogue changes after every house she fucking visits. I think she's dipping now. No. Yeppy peppy yeppity yep. This is the right way back. And her dialogue changes based on what part of her route she's in. That's just crazy. So many happy little animations, Katie. Things are pretty crazy right now. I need you right, Gnome. I'm the cute little pelican, Malican. It blows my mind to think about, all the details put in this little bush here on the right, or this tree, that again, they never get reused. It's just some designer put so much love and effort into this game's graphics on a microscopic level. That's why we're never going to see this kind of game again. Like, it's just too much. Again, this was a time where JRPGs just had insane budgets. They could do no wrong. I go inside here? No, I can't. Okay. I'm right here. Just a little neighborhood to admire. You see that? Fuck, she was coming back. This is the western end. This is where you have battle encounters sometimes. Western end of town. This is the end of the road. She was coming back. Was she flying over from the right there? Okay. So what did she say after she talks to this house? What's good, Connor? So wait. So we already got that one. So if we talk to her after every step in the route, is something happen? This game has so many little hidden secrets and Easter eggs and shit. Kind of want to take a moment to explore this. Welcome aboard, Connor. Hope you're having a mighty fine night. Over there in jolly old England. Oh, so she doesn't have any different dialogue there. Okay. So I'm just going to assume that when she comes back around, if she comes back around, it's going to be the same dialogue again. Wow. Look at the fucking parallax scrolling for no reason. See that fucking mountain in the background, how it scrolls in parallax? Like, why? Who would have complained if it didn't? I would have even noticed. But it adds a little bit of depth. Okay, going back to the proper town here. Parallax scrolling, KG. Oh my god. Is there any more town on this side? There is. All the way across the pond, dude. Well, we're doing our best to stay safe out here, collectively. Some are doing more than others for social justice, of course. I almost feel bad that I'm saying stay safe. Like, some people are putting themselves in great danger for for a very good cause. So to those, much respect. If you don't want to stay safe, don't stay safe, I guess. But for those of you that are trying to stay safe, please do stay safe. Hey, you! The one in the mantle of sand! You're the one everyone thinks is a stalker, aren't you? Well, what do you have to say? Looking for guys with reputations is your job, huh? Well, not really, but it's to keep the town peaceful. Don't you see? No, I don't. Very well. You're free to go. Don't do it again. So I forgot that in this game, there are so many little Easter eggs of dialogue, depending on who's on your team at the time. That's pretty crazy. Like, wow. Stay brave, you're right, Kitty. How about that? Stay brave. Good stuff, Connor. Got an obscure Xbox JRPGs. A whole box, them sounds like. This is nuts, though. The riots don't equal the protest, I think. I think that there's some crossover. I think that it's unfair to say that the riots aren't protests. I think that there is peaceful protests, and there are violent protests. And when you have a violent protest, we're talking about something that's very much like a riot, if not literally just a riot. And I think that that's fair in many cases. Look, he stopped and smoked a cigar sometimes. His pipe. That's amazing. God, this game looks good. There are people that show up and start antagonizing. Yes, there's that too. There's that too. So we're in the church now. Little Easter egg there. That wasn't me playing. That's just what she does automatically when you sit down at the piano. I believe you come back later in the game, after visiting here more often, she can play the song much better. Start throwing bricks at the cops, then when everyone is in a frenzy, they go loot Macy's, huh? Yeah, I can't believe I can co-sign that. I believe personally that's a huge, extremely common occurrence. I think that people are angry in general and they're lashing out. That's something I can understand. As for those inciting violence for the sole purpose of creating confusion so they can go rob places, it sounds awfully organized. I'm not sure I would believe that's happening at a very large level. Yeah, exactly how I feel with revenge. I think it's those that say you can't justify the crime. I don't think that there are many that are trying to quote-unquote justify it. I think that when you talk about the word justify, it implies justice. And that, right now it's very confusing to tell what justice even is. But I think that you're right. It was these violence and the rioting and the damage being done and the crime happening right now. It's a systemic problem. It's not a problem with some individuals who are criminals that need to individually be prosecuted. It's a problem that we need to address socially so this sort of thing doesn't happen in the future. Yeah, people going stir crazy from staying inside and shit being shut down, and this shit just happened. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's a big part of it, Brian. People aren't saying enough about how I think that COVID-19 actually is a major contributor to this unrest. There's a curfew because they're starting riots in strategic places to spread out NYPD, huh? I don't get political on stream very often. I think that, when you start talking about politics, it can be very divisive. And I try to be very inclusive on this stream. Everybody has their own perspective on things, of course. But one thing that I find kind of frustrating right now is this idea of a curfew. It's very frightening to me as someone that is hesitant about giving authority too much power. In Lansing, for instance, here's an example, right? Lansing, Michigan. Our first night of major protest, they instituted a curfew once the protest became violent. And when you read these articles, what they say is that the protests were peaceful, and that was great. This is a quote from the mayor on the subject, right? The mayor and the police chief of Lansing, Michigan. The protests were peaceful, and we respected that. But they started to get out of control, so now we have to institute a curfew. And they said that, windows are being smashed, and that a car was flipped. So now we have a curfew. In America, we have the right to assemble. And that's very important for protesting, for rebelling, for keeping a control over the people that control us. Right? It's supposed to be a two-way street. That's what our country was founded on, with checks and balances and making sure that, authority doesn't become too authoritative. That's why we can meet and why we can protest and why we can assemble in large groups. So, it's very frightening to me that for the first time in my life, as a young man, I've seen that governments can exercise curfew laws as a way to break up protests. That seems crazy to me. Like, again, in this article that I read about the Lansing curfew, I'm sure it's true all around the country. The mayor and the police chief said, you are not allowed to be here anymore. You're not allowed to be out in city streets because we have deemed, again, the authority that's being challenged, we have deemed that it is becoming too violent. And with all due respect for the fact that, again, I'm not trying to condone violence. I'm not saying that if people are smashing windows and flipping cars, they shouldn't be arrested within the boundaries of the law. But when I speak about the boundaries, I mean in terms of, like, you know, the level of force that police should be allowed to use and that sort of thing. And I also can totally understand that, you know, if you believe the city will be destroyed or that large amounts of property will be destroyed, that you must take even extreme measures to protect the people's stuff, right? I can see both sides of that, of course. But what I find very frightening is that, again, in Lansing, Michigan, when pressed about this, the mayor and the police chief explained that some windows were broken and a car was flipped. So now people aren't allowed to gather at night. Anyone can break a couple windows. Anyone can flip a car. Are you telling me that all the government has to do to shut down a protest is to break some windows and flip a car? We gotta be careful. Again, as our respective areas are put under curfew, I think it'd be prudent to examine what that means for our rights. Again, I appreciate that, of course, measures must be taken to protect property and people's lives and their health. But when the authority being challenged says you're not allowed to gather here anymore, we have to be very skeptical as to why they're saying that, considering that we have the right to assemble. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys, for going a little bit off tangent there. I'm just saying that if you guys hear about curfews in your social media feed, I would urge you guys to be critical of that. That's how I feel as well, Katie. I mentioned that on Facebook and Twitter. I can see how people are scared. I'm scared too. I don't want my shit to get broken up. And also, I don't want my friends' stuff to get broken up. I'm heartbroken that there are, you know, small businesses getting their stuff stolen and destroyed. But I think that, you know, I've had friends that I care about dearly and who I would never think any less of for saying this, say that it seems needless. It's unnecessary. But I would say that, again, this destruction has a purpose that it's completing. It's not totally pointless. It is doing a job, and I think it's doing that job very well. Is that 2-3, Bench? There needs to be a police jail, like it's a military jail. Huh? I just think that there's, again, I don't suppose to have solutions, like exact, precise solutions, but what I think that, you know, we need to accept and understand and appreciate and move forward on ideas as a society where police officers are under more scrutiny, more oversight, and they must have much harsher penalties when they break the law. That's just crazy to me. What blows my mind is that we have seen time and time again, and I've heard, you know, friends in terms of, you know, like right-wing friends argue that, you know, it makes sense for police to have softer penalties because they are in a rougher position than most people are in terms of the decisions they make. Right? They must make much more complicated decisions than most people have to make on a regular basis. So we cannot penalize them as harshly as we would somebody else. But that does not do justice to the fact that they have so much authority, so much power, and we must expect them to be more disciplined than the average person. Like, yes, I understand that they go through more stuff and that, you know, the world they live in is more dangerous and more dynamic than most of our lives. But again, they need to be trained for this, and they need to exercise their training, and they need to be exceptional. I think that's not too much to ask from people that we give guns to and tell them that they run everything. Imagine going to work every day assuming most people you talk to want to hurt you. Accountability is lacking on the overall power structure in general. Yeah, totally agree. This is why Wall Street can bankrupt the housing market and the national economy with no jail time for anyone involved. Jim says cops should just ask nicely, that'll stop crime. No, not at all, J-Bomb. I think that police are trained well in good ways to stop crime. And many of those cops are going above and beyond that training to, you know, act outside of the law to do the same job because they're scared and they're lazy, and they have a power trip. There is no... I don't think police officers are trained, J-Bomb, to ask nicely and stop crime. They're trained in a lot of ways to stop crime. But all those ways, you know, involve more risk of life. It involves more patience. It involves more discretion. It involves more patience. I think I've already said that. But patience anyway. More and more patience. And they need to exercise their training and follow their protocols and not go beyond that, as they have been consistently. What's up, Steve? Let's talk to the preacher here. The goddess said, and the mana energy is... Let's read his book there. Oh, so that is the answer. I see, I see. Oh, please excuse my ignorance. I'm Reverend Nouvelle. Helping those in need brings my own salvation. What would you like to know? Oh, we got lore? Let's go. That's how I feel, KG. Katie says, KG, I've seen the idea that any fines and penalties for police abusing their authority should come out of the collective pensions of every police officer. This would almost ensure every cop would hold themselves and their own to much higher standards, hit their pockets, and it affects more than just themselves. That's true. Let's see here. About this town, about this world, about battles. Sure. This is Domina, a small but comfortable town. We can talk more about this town, okay? This building. The mana goddess is enshrined here, and so are those who fought for her. There are other beliefs, but they do not hold the truth. Any other beliefs? I hear Gato Garatos has a temple where many nuns study. There's a cult group called the Diggers who teach rubbish. You must ignore them. Okay. Our town history. There's a steady flow of people here, but Domina has never been much of a prosperous town. But that may have helped it escape the ravages of countless wars through the ages. I've come to know many people here. About whom do you inquire? So much lore. I love it. Hard reset, dude. The hardest of resets is KD. That's pretty funny, Brian. Let's talk about Elazul. He's right here. I do not know much about him, but since he is here, why not ask him yourself? Sick. Piccolo stuff. About Rachel. She's the daughter of Mark and Jennifer. She works at the pub here. She used to be a rascal, but now has become quite quiet. Mark should not fret over it so much, for time will solve the problem. I wonder if the ones he shows here are related to the quest. Like, he has the top two here are quest characters, and he has others. I have particular knowledge of Mei Mei, Miss Yuka, Mark, and his wife, Jennifer. But whom would you like to know? Was that Bashful? It's pretty much Game Somnia, dude. More or less. Just, I'm not, up later than I would normally be, so I didn't call it Game Somnia after all. This is actually a scheduled stream that has had its games swapped, and the face cam turned off. Because I was scheduled to stream tonight, but I decided that I just wasn't in a position physically or psychologically to play our typically scheduled games. I want to play something that, is something that's a relief to me. And this game is definitely that. Ask her for advice when you are in distress, Mei Mei. Oh, she's a fortune teller, yeah. Mei Mei's fortune telling will comfort you whether you believe it or not. Take this produce encyclopedia. You may find it useful. Take it back to your study for a later use. Nice, unlockable stuff. Let's go. Not stressing it, Bashful. So she runs an inn and becomes upset if she's not called Miss Yuka. Miss Yuka seems to be a Chocobo, but she insists she's a canary. I definitely feel bad for the bystanders getting affected. Indeed, I do. Three Revenge says, I went and had sexy times. That's a good stress relief. A good idea, Three Revenge. I like the way you think. Mark and Jennifer. They own an item shop and take turns shopkeeping every other day. Mark stays inside on holidays, but Jennifer goes out and chats all day. Oh, so if I come here tomorrow, he'll be running the store, and she'll be out and about. That's interesting. Okay. about this world, about battles. We exist with the goddess's blessing. Your questions are about imagination. Do not believe the sproutling's stories. Generations of people built up this town, not in imagination. Oh, how misguided they are. We shall pray to the goddess to guide their ways. I don't know, dude. I used the artifact to build this place. It's very whimsical dialogue, right, KG? There's a lot of it, too. Again, this game is very much about atmosphere and, you know, the story and the subquests and stuff. About artifacts. It is said that concepts exist in items. Items may bring new beginnings. Cherish what you encounter in life. Okay, makes sense to me. About magic. Take the mana energy flowing in the air, and that becomes magic. Enchanted instruments with elemental essences are used for that purpose. But I think being faithful is the solution, not relying on magic. And about battles. Why do we fight? We fight to bring the justice that the mana goddess teaches us. Okay. You can use the abandoned house in the town center to take a friend along on your adventures. Do well, the Onion Warrior shall answer your questions. He is everywhere. He's not at his house right now, though. Imagination. 3S all night tomorrow, dude. It's gonna be crazy. PS4. Good rest, J-Bomb. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, get some rest. So I'm a wreck today. I should have gone to bed earlier last night, but I was quite busy. Oh, we gotta go this way, right? So where is this? I'm alright, Joe Steve. Just exhausted. I was just working all night, as always. So this is sort of like the town square. It didn't go that well, Brian. We actually didn't really win anything. It was pretty difficult. So I pretty much just played it for a couple minutes and hopped off. I mean, it was like 2 hours. But most of that was just getting my ass kicked. And I gave up before I could, you know, complete my task I expected to complete. So there's more sproutlings here. They're great. Everyone with a soul always disappears. We don't have souls, so we always stay. The poet Pokiel said so. I'm always fidgety. I like the wind. I like it when moss grows. I like drinking water. So do I, guys. Can I have a sip of water, guys? Shout out to the sproutlings. I like stepping on leaves. Okay. You know, we don't have souls, he says. That's what I've heard. Sproutlings are great in general, J-Bomb. They're great guys in general. But they're all the same person. We learned that earlier. Sproutlings are all the same person, and they have no soul. My name's Niccolo. I'm a traveling merchant. But the highway's full of bandits. It's too dangerous to leave this town, don't you think so? No. How brave of you. I can't do business with those highwaymen about. Let's go teach those bandits a lesson. Once we're done, I'll make you rich. Sure, but I got Elzul on the team right now, though. Say goodbye to that one. We won't get along. No. Get out of here. You offend me. Fuck, dude. Look at his amazing sombrero. He has a poncho and a sombrero, and he's a young god. I love Niccolo. I want to do this quest first with Elazul. That should have been there to help out. The levels of these enemies were extremely high. It was quite challenging. So they're walking salads, just gotta bring the dressing, huh? Don't eat a sproutling, bro. It's not a good look. Hey guys, did you hear the good news? Racism is over. Target and 7-Eleven have been defeated. Please copy Pastorino to spread the good news. Dude, that's such good news in these dark times, dude. Looks like a Mingo without the cactus body. Kind of does. Same kind of color. This must be Mei Mei, I believe. Once your fortune told? Sure. 10 lucre. I'm saving for my retirement, so no less. Sure. She's spinning. Vitamins, keratins, potassium, fiber, polyphenol. It says, make a new acquaintance. Okay. Oh, the sign says fish. That's interesting. It says fish in English. Can I go inside here? No, I can't. You know, did you see your first trouble by a fruit lady? I did, J-Bomb. This kind of game this is. Shit like that happens all the time. Just gotta accept it. Oh, now we're back here again. Okay, so we did a full loopy-loo. Let's go lay the jade egg down. And let's see if we can find Pearl. Yo, Dwell, you back yet, dude? I'm just gonna walk everywhere. Like, it's quite slow, but this game's graphics are so good, I feel kind of bad running. Especially since you guys haven't really seen this game's graphics yet, the way I have 100,000 times. I haven't seen it myself for many years, so. We've already met quite a lot of new acquaintances here. We met Elazul, we met Niccolo, and everybody in town. Hopefully Niccolo will still be there when I do this quest. That icon on the left is the mana tree. As we restore people's, faith in mana, the mana tree will grow. Once it's fully grown, we can beat the game. I found it hilarious that my wife got a call this morning saying that her logistics team at Target that was working overnight to have less guest contact due to the pandemic is now moving to early mornings because they don't want them with a lack of security in case rioting were to occur. I mean, that makes sense to me. Because what you're saying now is that they're moving them to a time where there is guests in the store? I hope you mean that they're doing it before the store opens. I assume when we said the morning, you meant like, daylight, but not quite as late. Yeah, some of them do, J-Bomb, some of them do. Makiv Caverns from the Jade Egg. So if you guys missed it, we have Elazul on our team. We're going to try and find his friend Pearl, who's a girl that wears a white dress and has long hair. That's all we know about her. He's been very cagey. He's a very cagey dude. Hey, it's Duel. I sense brilliance nearby. It must be Pearl. We should hurry. Let's go, dude. I'm going to walk, though. Let's see. You're that stranger I met in Domina. Your name's, Chumpy, right? Yeah. No way! So you're Chumpy! Wow! My dad told me a lot about you when I was a kid. But I thought he was just boasting. Okay, Chumpy. Go ahead and ask me anything you want. Abilities. Action abilities. Action abilities are the various things you can do in combat. First, open the status menu. Select one player and then skills. There are two default abilities, but you can change them if you want. Select one and press the X button. A list of abilities appears, right? You start with 8, and you can assign any you want to the buttons. As you use your current action abilities, you'll soon learn new ones automatically. For example, what do you think you'll learn when you master Defend and Push? D-Push, Grapple, or Love and Hate, huh? So Chumpy got his name, dude. I remember when you first joined the channel, Chumpy, that's what I asked you. I said, have you ever played Legend of Mana? You were like, yeah, dude. You walk in most Walmarts? I wouldn't trust some of those people with a Hot Wheels toy, never mind an AR. Yeah, well, there you go. How about D-Push? Well, I guess you could call it that. Actually, it's a grapple. Wow, D-Push. That's amazing. I choose the other option. How about grapple? That's right. The combination of the two is important. Is it? Okay. I'm running on a command grab guide, so I need defend and push, he said, right? Defend and push. How about love and hate? Nah, that's pretty good. Actually, it's grapple. Yeah, life is full of laughter, tears, and, Sorry, I couldn't think of anything. This game is fucking godlike. What are these special techniques? Oh, the STs, special techniques. They're major attacks that can be done once the meter is full. Everyone knows at least one, but you have to arm it in order to use it. You can learn more special techniques by engaging in more battles. The secret's in the action abilities. Using them will help you learn special techniques. Try using lunge for now. Knowing more abilities lets you learn stronger special techniques. Okay. Hitting buttons, dude. I love hitting buttons. The X button is for quick attacks. Hitting it multiple times will result in a combo. The number of attacks in a combo depends on the weapon. If you attack further, you will freeze a while. The square button's for power attacks and has no combo. You won't be able to move for a little while afterwards. Of course, you can always change your button configurations. By the way, do you think you're good? No, not really. Try doing a bunch of quick attacks with the weapon you have now. If you don't know which button that is, check the status screen. Normally it's the X button, and finish the combo with a power attack. If you time it right, you can keep on moving. Sick. I'm so loath to lower the volume of the music. I love this game's soundtrack so much. But I think it's kind of hard to talk over too sometimes. There's no event planned for tomorrow, Mac. Probably just run like casual tournament maybe, see who wants to play. I'll get a feel for who's around. Just match square triangles is Brian. That's probably what I'm gonna do mostly. Steve says, honestly, seriously thinking about getting a firearm just to have something equal for defense, huh? Gotta do you, Steve. Thank you, Brian. I just lowered it just now a little bit. I want to say that I do think I'm good. By the way, do you think you're good? Yeah. You can finish off a quick attack combo with a power attack. After that, there are secret moves you can do. What? So you have to try it out yourself. Those are called plunge attacks. Try it out when you're good enough. Oh, one more thing. You can use an ability between a quick attack and a power attack. By experimenting with all that, you can do some pretty impressive stuff. Are you up to it? This game can get pretty deep in terms of combos. Fuck, there's so many fucking dialogue tree options. But again, the game's pretty easy. There's this Mario in this game? Plunge attacks. No way! Don't worry, I can't even do it. Relax! Wow, that's great. But again, I really want to see what these different dialogue options say. It's a shame I can't skip through this. By the way, you think you're good? Yeah. One more thing, okay? So we can mix up different combos and stuff. Are you up to it? No sweat, dude. Yeah, you can do it, because you're that, you know, legend thing. Wow, I'm not going to get the last one, though, unfortunately. General fighting, synchro, hit points, ST meter. Second, we gotta move things along here. Synchro is a mechanical scheme. If you're near your partner, then you both get powered up. It's a positional consideration. Something helpful. If they're too strong, how do I win? Yeah, it's alright. Keep it moving here. Goodbye. Well then. See you around, Duel. You're a fucking boss, dude. What is this? I used to know what these do, but I forget now. They're barking pads, that's for sure. That's a heavy attack. This game's like a beat 'em up. It's our first fight ever in this game. We've been playing this game for more than an hour now. I think more than 2 hours. No, not quite. Okay, got a little bit of experience points. Gotcha. So one thing this game took flack for, compared to Secret of Mana, is the fact that there's separate modes for exploring and fighting. That was something that kind of pissed off a lot of people. Aha, treasure. Got some lizard meat, huh? I'm not sure what that's for yet. Let's go find out. Got some bird meat, too. Foods. Can't really do anything with them. I wonder if you can make meals. I don't really remember that, but it wouldn't be surprising in this game. Oh, hey. People don't come here very often. Everything's kind of glitched out. Okay. Oh, hey there, bud. Oh, yeah, those things are his tail. These are Boink's tail. He teleports to, I think. Boink. No! Yeah, so these things are Boink's tail he has in the ground. I gotta change my active abilities. What do I have right now? I have a jump. Sick. I also have defend. Okay. Ow. Heal me. I have full burr, but I have no special attacks yet. Nunchucks. Try a new technique, setting sun. Alright, let's go check my skills here. One with the teleporting dragon. That's sick. He boinks you and then you get teleported somewhere. He's more of a character in some other side quests. Basically, every character in this game that you meet has several side quests that you do. There are tons and tons of characters and an insane number of side quests. You get to meet all of them. It's extremely fun in that respect. Equip. Oh, no, I don't want to equip. I want to go to my skills. I have jump and defend. And from those combinations, I learned this. Setting sun. I also have chin splitter, apparently. Okay, but he told me if I get push and defend, I can get grapple. So now I'm here again. There's Boink up there. Fuck him. So I got full bar. Let's pop it. It's a lot of startup. Okay, a little special move there. It's like a bit like a super. Trades. Okay, nice. Here are the goodies. So I got defend and push. That's push. So I can get a combo off that, kind of. So I keep enemies in stun lock in this game, but I keep hitting them. Ow! Gotta attack fast. I kind of feel like I'm playing Double Dragon. You gotta keep them in stun lock pretty tightly sometimes. They level up again. There's Boink again. He's blocking off some pads. I can't get through because he's chilling there. Like a douche. But he will send me back, though, which is what I want right now. Got a blank eye, huh? I keep going this way, though. Okay. So I can go across or I can go down. Am I going to go back to the start of the dungeon if I go this way? I want to try Chin Splitter. I got the wrong button down there. My fucking flail is so short. If I mash it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does buffer up to 3 attack stuff at 1, 2, 3. Gotta be careful how much you mash. Fuck. These are fucking hard. Fuck. Give me candy. keep using the same move. I want to use Chin Splitter. I keep forgetting which button it's on. Lots of EXP though. Oh, I'm getting bodied. This must be the start of the dungeon then, huh? Not quite. It says ground level though, so yeah, I think we actually are. No, not quite yet. So there's a cave there. I'm trying to make a map of this place. This is where we started. Okay. So if I go in here and then go through that little doorway, there is more to explore further back too. Seems a great soundtrack. 3 Revenge indeed does, if you ask me anyway. Keep managed to unlock. So I have a max combo of 5. It looks like. Eventually, I gotta take a break from mashing. I think we're getting our health back gradually for some reason. Maybe time as it's passing? Oh, just a treasure, nice. So we know where we gotta go now. We've explored the whole place. Up to where we gotta be. We gotta go this way, we gotta go downward. No, leave me alone! Them both! Ouch. Let's go, birds of prey! Look at all the blood! That was sick! Let's go, El Azul! I learned counterattack. Okay, so I got a new move where I can block and I get a free counter. I remember that being kind of a nice... I don't know, I'm not sure if I actually do I have to use my moves to level them up or something like that? Or just have them equipped. I'm not really using any of my special moves, my abilities as they're called. I have push and defend. Okay, triangle I push now. I wanna push you around. I forgot I can combo things. Like I can push. Yeah, that's right. He did like a ride. He did like Shoryu to stare. You Shoryu by doing like lunge and then like an attack. That's what I'm saying, Katie. There's fucking blood splatter. I remember this game, you know, having that much blood, but apparently it do, and I'm about it. I'm actually about it. Okay, so I can go this way now. Okay, now we're going somewhere we're supposed to go, I think. This is new territory. Ooh, these mushrooms don't fuck around. Hold this shit! Super art! Oh my god. That's a fucking Mortal Kombat DP. Oh look, I did a... How do I make him jump? I think I have to tap toward and then heavy. Oh, sick! I can move toward too. How am I doing that? I think if I hold toward and do heavy attack? I get the lunge, okay. Maybe not. Maybe it's space independent? Command normals, okay. Well, I will, says Eat. I wanna push you down. Well, I will. I wanna take you for granted. I wanna take you for granted. Yeah, well, I will. The producer name from back in the day came from this game, Lucre. You play this game, Katie? You've been so quiet about it. There's a girl over there. And I remember from my childhood that she's a bitch, but she up to this point we don't know she's a bitch. She's kind of shady like that. All the time, Fife? Oh my, let's fucking go, dude. You sure are late. Pearl is this way. Hurry, go help her. Who are you? Why do you know Pearl's name? One more thing. You'd best stay away from these people. Hey, how's it you know of us? Hope you don't get turned to stone or anything. She's racist. Ah! Pearl. Come back over here! Fuck, the whiff. What are you doing, man? I got defend. What button is that? There it is. Hold this shit. Oh, he's pushing me. Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Keep in stun lock, bro. Okay, him when he's doing this bullshit. I should have waited till he was staggered. Run, 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 run! Wait, wait. One, two, three, four. Easy game. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's all mine, Elizul. Fuck off. Hey, we got grapple. Nice. Brad says, yeah, I don't think of it like when one is better than the other one. Consider them to be separate attacks that have their own uses. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, the Chin Splitter K Cleft Strike. Where's Pearl? Pearl. Oh, there she is. Hiding in the rocks there. Where are you? Elizul. Is your core all right? Yes. I told you not to go wandering around by yourself. How'd you end up here? I was, just thinking about things. You don't need to think anymore. Right now, you should just stay safe by my side. But... that's enough. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just stick up for Pearl, dude. She's had a rough day. You stay out of this. Who is that? Just someone who helped me find you. A strange kind of person. Oh. Well, then let's go. But... see you around. Bye, bitch. Thank you. We're going. I'm sorry, I'm going too. Thank you, Gorote. This is for all you've done for me. Hey, I got Stone Eye. I got the Firefly Lamp as well. We got fucking non-linear gameplay right now. Dude, we can go back and talk to fucking Niccolo to do his quest. We got 2 new areas we can explore. We can go back here and explore this place. It stands for artifact, KG. They're artifacts. In this game, you know, in a war of history's past, the world was destroyed by mana, and individual locations were trapped in artifacts. Like my house, Domina, and the McKiff Caverns. They were lifted off the planet, basically, and turned into artifacts. No one realizes it, though. They live totally ignorant of that fact. But we're collecting the artifacts now to bring the world back together again. They're also caught up in their own little situations that they don't really understand, like the world is, you know, not the way it's supposed to be. It's like a metaphor or something. Okay, let's see here. So, let's go back to my house. I think we go home and talk to Little Cactus after every quest. That's like a thing we're supposed to do. I didn't know that until my 3rd playthrough of this game. What's up, Bray? That's some encyclopedias. Wow, J-Bomb. Okay, so we have some stuff I can read in here now. In the study. Characters, lands, artifacts, equipment, monsters, produce, techniques. Sick. So we have like a character list. We've met quite a lot of them. Cool. What's up, Krim? I'm bored, dude. Niccolo's the first character? Wow. Niccolo, he believes that he brings happiness to his customers with his transactions, but he sometimes plays dirty tricks on them. He dislikes the sproutlings and the flowerlings. So he's like a racist. Pearl is Elazul's partner. She sometimes has a tough time speaking clearly and is also very shy. She has a tendency to wander off and get lost while thinking. Good idea, Krim. Get fed, homie. Elazul is Pearl's knight and one of the youngest Jumi. He speaks and acts in a rough manner and thus starts the occasional fight. Inspector Boyd's a little man with a really loud voice that can even reach a nearby land. He might be the most honest and kind-hearted man you'll ever meet. Sandra is a notorious jewel hunter who steals only the most brilliant jewels. Her daring thefts resulted in secret admirers of her work. Pelican is a mail carrier who delivers practically everything. She often makes mistakes and is not always on time, but she does not seem to care. That's funny. Why the ER, Krim? Little Cactus is a shy little cactus. He's a cactus of few words, but he happens to be thinking about many things. Plus, his character design is godlike. Duell is an onion warrior. He likes everything straightforward and hates people like Niccolo with a passion, who are tricky. Should call Pelican Amazon, huh? Miss Yuka is the owner of Domino's only inn. She insists that she's a canary, but there are rumors that she is really a chocobo. Dressing her as Miss Yuka is a must. Mark is the owner of Domino's item shop and also Rachel's father. He really loves his family, but they seem to be a little sick of his overdose of love. And this is Jennifer. She's Mark's wife who likes spending time outside his shop. She says anything that crosses her mind. Rachel's their daughter. She hardly talks and does not become too friendly with anybody. She's sick of her fairy-like appearance and the room decor. I think her father gives her a lot of girly stuff and she wants to be more punk. Possible ear infection. My left ear hears in a higher pitch than your right. It's been like this for a week now and it's pissing me off music-wise. Hears in a higher pitch. Have you tried cleaning your ear? Not with Q-tips, but with an irrigation bulb, a rubber syringe, basically. Reverend Nouvelle is the caretaker of the church on Domino's outskirts. He's a kind-hearted man who's full of knowledge, from how to catch rabbits to the history of this world. Maymay's a glamorous fortune teller. She led a luxurious and exciting life, but now she seems to be saving money for her old age. Capella's an itinerant performer. He was inspired by Pokiel's verses and decided to go on a journey to send his audiences a message of some sort. This is partner Diddle, who plays music for his performing partner, Capella, a kind-hearted, sensitive boy who speaks very slowly. Look at his arms. He has arms coming out of his back that rotate the little handle on his right. Yeah, I've had ear problems my whole life. And I recommend buying this kit called the Rhino, but only after you have done at least one of two things. One is get your ears cleaned by a professional. The other one is using a bulb syringe. And make sure you're using hydrogen peroxide. A mixture. You can buy these eardrops at your local Walmart or maybe on Amazon. I don't know. Sounds like you order some kind of kit. Usually, ear cleaner kits usually have like some peroxide drops and a bulb syringe. Tipo is a magical life form with a kind heart. She thinks she is a jewelry collector, but most of them are glass fakes that Niccolo sold to her. That's funny. Mr. Modi, he's everywhere doing everything. He's a returning character from the other Mana games. The students at Geo's Academy of Magic, the color of their robes differ by class. The Sproutling are little creatures that seem to appear out of nowhere and end up living in any town. They all share the same mind with each other. Here's Boink, a strange creature that knows the links between dimensions. Those who touch it will immediately fly to where the tail is. Okay. Yeah, what Krim said earlier, Steve, is that he hears different pitches in each ear. Yeah, it seems like you don't want to go straight to the ER. It seems a little bit overkill. And then you'd want to try and clean your ears out and go seek out an ear professional. Or even just like a family doctor. So we have 3 places we know about right now. Hashtag ear doctor. Yeah, I went to a family doctor, basically. I got sent to a ear doctor, Katie. He had this big old device where he would basically put this tube in my ear and blast water into it. And I think that experience is what helped me understand how to do it myself. If not for that experience with this professional, I don't think I'd understand like the feeling of how it feels when it's done right, which helps me do it on my own. It's like just that pressure in your ear, Krim. Okay, that's pressure in your ear. Could be from, earwax or from water that got trapped in there. And you just need to flush it out, homeboy. Because it's an ent, like those guys in Lord of the Rings. An otolaryngologist? An audiologist? I don't think it's an audiologist. I think those guys are the ones that help you with the hearing aids and stuff. Yeah, in my case, I went to some kind of guy that basically blasted my ear with water. And he's an establishmentarianologist. Yeah, does the kit you bought have a rubber syringe? What's in it? Again, I'm kind of an expert on this. This is something I'm quite prepared to talk about. I've had ear problems as a little baby, and I'm pretty good at, taking care of my ears in that respect. It does have a bulb syringe, okay. And it does have, hydrogen peroxide drops? That's typically what they come with, is peroxide drops and a bulb syringe. Dude. Yeah, bulb syringe is much more safe than what I use. But what I use is extremely effective. And I would recommend it for anybody that has any kind of problems with their ears. But again, only after they've used a bulb syringe for a while and or had their ears irrigated by a professional. What's home say here? Home sweet home. Your home is comfortably located near a giant tree, near a great tree, surrounded by nature. Many visitors come and go. See the mailbox. Finger blast that shit, Don. Get in there and fish the obstruction out like SWAT raid, huh? Don't do that. Also, I don't recommend using Q-tips to push things into your ear canal. That's a pretty bad idea. Theorin says that otolaryngologists would cover that situation, huh? Diamond is a lively town frequented by traveling merchants and entertainers. The outskirts boast a church with a fabulous view of the countryside. The McKiv Caverns, this limestone cavern was created by underground currents. Over the centuries, it was hollowed out and pillars were created. The cavern is made up of many levels. The Jade Egg, okay. Artifacts. So we now have the Stone Eye and Firefly Lamp to explore. How many are there? So there's 26 areas in this game. Mailbox. A few letters of a month can mean a lot to a lonely, far-off home. Color blocks. The town changes through the ages according to its citizens. It doesn't change to accommodate a new age. It changes to bring about a new age. Okay, cool. Death Wish? Oh my god, Steve. By taking a stone form through the ages inside the earth and shaping it into the source of all things, the earth's creative power was captured inside. Damn, this game's got awesome fucking writing, dude. It really engages your imagination. The Stun Eye is an artifact that uses the power of the Master of the Lake to turn to stone those who harm the lake. However, the power does not respond to the will of mankind. The Firefly Lamp. One poet wrote that all of history comes from lovers' whispers. It was a poem of lovers talking of love in the future, under the cool light of fireflies in the midsummer night sky. Seriously sucks for me, because right now I can't tune a guitar by ear like I was able to, huh? Yeah, definitely take care of that. And they're going to find that, at least in my experience, it was frustrating to clean my ear myself at first. You get better at it over time. Bulb syringes are not perfect solutions. But because you don't have a history of it, to my knowledge, Krim, that could be very easy. It could just be that you just need to put some hydrogen peroxide drops in your ear, leave it there for about an hour, and then rinse it out. It might just be enough, so that might be all you need. This is a pretty short, yeah, the encyclopedia here of equipment. Jesus! So much text. Wow, it's so amazing. And graphics. Monster information about the monster we fought. They got sprites and stuff on my... That two-handed sword, dude. Looking thicker than a Snicker. Produce. We haven't made it produce yet. Techniques. So do I get hints on how I learned them in the first place? Yeah, recorded abilities. Okay, wow. I have fought some stuff, Dix, yeah. A few things. We did one mission already. What's up, Glassjaw? Thank you for the sub, dude. 4 months of subbing here on Twitch. The Gribbins. Okay, cool. This is probably one of the games that started my fetish for in-game documentation of itself. Again, you can just find things, it fills out encyclopedias for you. Oh, it's so satisfying. Go talk to Little Cactus. He likes to hear about our adventures. He don't talk much, but he has a diary that he writes in. Talk to him. Fun to get lost. Watch this. If we leave, watch what happens. Is that amazing or not? Is game 10 out of 10 or what? Now I can go back up here. We can read his diary. The Lost Princess. Fighting a monkey in the caverns and saving a girl. Wow, that sounds like something out of a movie. But the girl was really shy and turned red, and I guess that was too much for my master. So the way this game works is that when you complete a side quest, you can come back home and talk to Little Cactus, who is very, very shy. He doesn't really talk much. But he's always thinking as they explain. He's always thinking. And if you talk to him after you do a quest, he'll have a very short thought about it, such as, fun to get lost. And when you leave, he writes a little thing about what you told him. It's pretty awesome. Can I lay in bed somehow, or am I wrong about that? Oh, I can. Oh, I can save here. Oh, shit. Let's do that. I forgot that was a thing in these classic games. I'm glad your mom's got her surgery sorted out. Hopefully she heals quickly and feels better. I thought about commenting on her post, and I was like, man, she don't know me. I was going to be like, feel better, Mrs. Lozano. I was like, yeah, it's all good. We'll hold on to that $2, Krim. Alright, so, can we do, like, orchard stuff yet? Oh, shit. Oh, no, nobody know. Lots of pumpkins took over West Domino. Fuck. I bet a real bad mage is up to wipe us all out with an army of pumpkins. Army pumpkins, huh? I can't go out with my jobbity job. No. The little sorcerers. Oh, I need to go. This is so hairy scary. talk to my mailbox? Not really. Oops, I meant to go to Domino. Can't fight it, Grim. This game's music is too nice. Hashtag Chuck the Buck, dude. Alright, let's go deal with these little sorcerers, making a pumpkin army to try and raid Domina. That's totally disrespectful. Wow, Brian. What'd you write, dude? Park of the Mana Angel. So we're there in West Domina. Smash some cash, holler some dollars, go loony with the loonies. My jobby job is to deliver wiver mail, but them pumpkins are hairy scary. Alright, don't worry, lady. I got this. Who's starting shit with pumpkins? Fucking cut it out. Oh shit. Bud, stop laughing like that. Lisa, you and I will rule the world as brother and sister. All those pathetic beings will bow before us. Come, let's gloat together. Mwahahaha. Rule the world with pumpkins as if. Hey, you! Kneel before Bud the Malignant if you know what's good for you. Why not get your pumpkins to do it? Okay, Red Everyone teaches scum a lesson. Jeez, we need to cool off. Fuck! Wizards! They got brooms and pans? Oh man. Ow. Using magic and shit? Oh, I got hit by that. Fuck, I walked into the radius. I'm getting wrecked! No! Got a lot of fucking health. Okay. Stay evasive. No! Ow. Once I get a fucking knockout again, I'm going for the chin splitter. Here we go. Get him! Okay, still fucking looking good. She got hella health. Leave me alone! Ow! Okay, we're taking her out here. Almost done. Not sure I'm beating her up. She's really not the real problem here. No! Leave me alone! Ow. There's the job. Okay, she's knocked out. I do the same thing to this stupid kid. Leave me be! Welcome back, Connor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed it up. We gotta do it like 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Chin splitter! Two, 3, 4, 5, like that. 1, 2. Oh fuck. 2, 3, 4, 5. The moves are too good, dude. The footsies. Setting sun. Oh, fuck! Wasn't able to fucking shake out in time. Nunchucks, bro. Hold my chucks. What am I missing in the chat here? Well, that's just says here, he's starting to feel kind of old because he can't get. It's starting to get a God of War series all late, huh? Good stuff, dude. Happy to hear you're enjoying it. I'm not a huge fan of those games personally. I tried, but they weren't for me. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. Been in some hack and slash games for some reason, huh? God of War 1 and 2 are the best. 3 is pretty good too, huh? But especially, part 1 especially is incredible. Look at this glass jaw. Yeah, that's a really weird emoji. But I'm enjoying it though. Bud's always your favorite partner in this game. Why is that, Chumpet? Whoa, no way. Please, make me your apprentice. I'm so sorry about my little brother, Bud. My name's Lisa. Bud is such a prankster. Sure, be my apprentice, man. Wow. How generous. So now they're stay at my house. And we can get them on my team anytime I want. I like the purple hair and how he fought with a frying pan. I remember as a kid loving that fucking frying pan. It's so cool with the fucking star on it. I also like that you can get them on your team anytime you want, compared to other characters in this game. There are a few characters in this game you can kind of unlock. If you complete their entire like side quest line, you unlock them to use whenever you want. But Bud and Lisa you get very early on to use at will. Let's go hit up a little cactus. I know they hang out inside here. I think they do sometimes. Hey, guys. Master, call me your #1 apprentice, Bud. I studied magic at the academy. I've heard of the 7 wisdoms of mana. Except one died, so now there's only 6. I sure would like to meet them someday. I wonder where they are. Hey, take me to search for them. Oh, yeah, it's like a side quest where you have to meet all the guys. Not today. Aw. Thank you for taking us in. Why not take me with you? I know I'll be more useful than Bud. Nah, you good. I'll stay and watch the fort. I fucking love these guys, dude. They're so short. Just patrolling the crib with their giant ears. Oh my god. The little cactus. Had to fight pumpkins, kind of. What do you think about that? Scary pumpkins. Like how he waits till you leave. Katie theorizes that Connor prefers Dante and Dante prefers Connor. Well, I don't mind David calling me by my first name. I guess I don't mind you guys calling me it either. I'm not famous or anything, so it's totally up to you, huh? What if we called you Chumpy? Did that go too far? Today I heard a story about 2 little sorcerers trying to become the kings of this world. But pumpkins? They used pumpkins? I hope they're still yummy. They probably are, dude. Relax. Don't even sweat it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's go see if Niccolo still wants to hang out. Maybe he's already moved on. I believe some quests sort of, again, they're like a branching path. You can't take both. Nicolo's over here. Look, Niccolo, still want to go to the place? The highway?
My name's Niccolo. I'm a traveling merchant. But the highway's full of bandits. It's too dangerous to leave this town, don't you think so?
Nope.
How brave of you. I can't do a bit with those highwaymen about. Let's go teach those bandits a lesson. Once we're done, I'll make you rich.
Sure.
You're quite a mercenary. I like people who know the value of money.
Niccolo's business unusual. Party on, dude.
I still need to stop and see Tipo. Come with me.
Alright, so talk to the Reverend, though. Since you're on my team now. How about this Inspector, too? Any new dialogue? Inspector Boyd on duty. I've heard that bandits appear here. If you see anyone suspicious, report to me. Okay, so he has different dialogue based on what quest I'm on. That's fun. How high must one be to successfully eat mini Lunchables, huh? What do you mean successfully? I used to... Remember when I was on a diet and I was eating, like, nothing but Lunchables? That was a hell of a time. I should get back to that. That was actually quite tasty. I had to stop because I got sick of the flavor. But maybe now's the time to go back. I've always gone by the thought that if we're in Twitch chat, I call you by your tag. But if we're in, like, a chat call, something personal, you go by your first name. Well, that's a system, I guess. KG says, yo, merchants are usually good NPCs in RPGs. I know. This guy's not a bad guy, not a villain. He's just kind of an asshole. Niccolo. He's a lovable asshole. I don't know about Niccolo. Oh, I already had text about him. Let me see here. What do you gotta say about this town? Townsman. Oh, okay, okay. So I'll see if we talk about Niccolo while he's here. There's something different. Oh, he doesn't have to say anything about Niccolo. Oh, okay. Alright. Bye. They're all about the Skrilla, dude. Cash rules everything around them. Crete. Let's go to the highway. Oh, we gotta go see Tipo, right? Was good, Tipo? Is Mark running the place right now, or is Jennifer running the place? Fuck. I wonder what her dialogue is. Is that a Bowser head up there? Hang on, hang on. It's on the upper left. Oh, it's like a weird demon face. Okay. Cool. Got like a furnace there. Some dolls. A lot of dolls. Clothing. I have this one friend that only calls me by my RPG name, Gurin, and told me it's weird for him to call me by my real name. Yeah. You gotta get accustomed to a certain moniker. Why, it's Niccolo. Hello, Gov. How have you been? Have you got anything good for me today?
Actually, I have a splendid item today, but I just can't let it go.
Oi, Niccolo, you're trying to rile me up.
This is it. It's a wheel I picked up on the highway.
Looks like a regular old wheel to me.
Fine, I'm going. You're right. Just an old wheel. Nothing special.
Hang on then, Gov. If I can tell it ain't no regular wheel, I'll take it. How much do you want for it?
50,000 lucre.
Niccolo, you're a wee too proud for your own good. Nothing costs that much, it's the truth.
Bring me 50,000 lucre. Until then, I'll let Gorlte use it.
Niccolo, you're the bleeding worst. I'll cap the money, so please let me have it.
I'll be back.
Bloody artless. Wow, what a fucker. What a piece of shit. By the way, Niccolo, don't you have anything I could buy right now?
You have to spend money to make money. Remember that.
What a fucking asshole. I love it. He's great. Oh, he has a sombrero. What a legend. So Krim says, I just like how my friend's Japanese name is Rico, but he also goes by Patrick, and it's super weird of me calling him Patrick. But other friends call him Patrick, huh? Brian prefers Brian, huh? That's actually his first name, so I guess that's kind of ironic in this context. That's Brian's actual name. Look cool, hand. Yeah, we're in relax mode, dude. I thank this that it's in relax mode, not that shit went down. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good night, Coolhan. All things considered. This is a game that is very therapeutic for me. So we are in there. Tonight. Ooh. 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 Happy to hear it, Coolhan. Did you ever play this game before, Coolhan? It's amazing. Luan Highway. Let's go, Grim. We're playing the game probably very soon here on the channel. FF14, at least on the Friday. Maybe the Friday after next, for all we know. It's Legend of Mana, Coolhan. On PS1, 1999. Hey, it's Pearl. Okay, didn't expect that. We put on a wagon wheel, Katie, and the wagon wheel was reinterpreted as this highway. So it was an artifact, as artifacts do. I don't play Crim, not at all. I'm going to be doing it as a stream event, though, to kind of start it for the first time ever. What if this were like a Sim City where Godzilla or tornadoes just blew up that shit you placed on your map, huh? I used to play kind of like that, Brian, where I thought that... Actually, maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe it is significant where you place things sometimes. For like some of the more rare missions in the game. You have to place things in a certain position, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, every spot on the map has its own level of elements. And when you put an artifact down, it affects the surrounding area's element levels. And certain quests only become available if certain spots on the map have certain element levels. I forgot about that. That's how that works. But those are very rare. There's only like 3 in the game that are like that. You're in the Crystal server, huh? Okay. I have a Japanese friend whose name is Yosuke, but he goes by Max in the States, huh? So it's weird to call him Yosuke. You should, Connor. We should start a fucking band, dude. What's up, Pearl? What are you doing here?
Where am I? Elazul? Oh, Gorte.
Blush animation.
I got lost again. I wonder where Elazul could be.
I bet that troublemaker is causing an uproar in Domina by now.
So by doing her quest first, then doing his quest, I got unique dialogue. That's just this game in a nutshell, dude. That's so sick.
By the way, Gorte, what is this place?
It's a highway.
Highway? Oh. Maybe I should go see what's over there. Maybe over here.
No! Pearl! Just wandering around, dude. Vencabot and the Borte is the name of our band, huh? Then I can't be a Borte, though. I honestly can't call Venka David yet. I almost prefer Venka. I like being called David, it's my name. But there are a lot of Davids out there. And Venka is more unique. When I hear Venka, I identify with that. I identify with David too, of course. But when people say David, I'm like, talking to me? But they say Venka, I'm like, hey, they're talking to me.
Ask me anything.
Goodbye.
Well then.
Do do do. A flower spouting out of the eye of that bones laying there. Favorite ice cream? Fucking Rocky Road, dude. Easy game. Tons of David, but you're David. That name encapsulates everything you are. I don't know if that's true, J-Bone. You know, a rose by another name would smell just as sweet, right? That's what Shakespeare said, supposedly. It's always weird to hear Thrift players call me Jesse. I almost prefer KD at this point. My employers know me as Jesse, but only my friends know me as KD. They kind of feel the same way, KD, right? What's up, Ben? Says, call me David. Brian looks, David Hernandez wants to scold me, huh? David Robert Hernandez. Rocky Road's godlike, cool. What's y'all's favorite ice cream? The world must know. This is as fun as I remember being. I've said in recent streams that this game is pretty vapid gameplay-wise, and it is. It's just a beat-em-up. But it's actually, like, pretty fun mechanically for a beat-em-up. Feels good, got good game feel. At least, if nothing else. He's alive, fuck. Butter pecan? Fuck the world, huh? Jesus, Clash John, that's a pretty hot take. Brian says coffee or pistachio nut. You guys don't like sweet ice cream? So, Crim's name is uncommon, so it doesn't matter if anybody calls me Damon or Crim, yeah. Everything animates because of the wind. That's dope. Setting sun! Yeah. Give me the goods. Okay, he says, your scene has a Damon I met before you, Crim, so you're Crim to me by default, huh? He goes by Damon, okay. My best friend is Glassjaw. While I was growing up, an NC was named Damon. Yeah, Brian goes by Brian. Brian, ugh. So Brian's not really big at sweets in general. What the hell is this? A save point, right? Looks like a sprite, I think, from Secret of Mana. Good old middle of the road, normal AF Brian. He's the barometer by which we are all measured. Oh, hey. What's up, girl? You looking mighty furry today. Hello. I'm Dana, and I come from Gato. Do you come to see one of the 7 wisdoms?
Wow! What cute ears! We were meant to be together!
Excuse me, I wasn't talking to you. Damn, shut the fuck down. This boy got shut down. Connor says, today was a total cheat day for me. I went ham on that leftover pizza and ate some unhealthy shit. Good idea, Connor. Nothing wrong with that once in a while. Look, Ben. Welcome aboard, man. Luckily, no one can remember my name, huh? On Facebook, you go by Neftali, I think? Not sure how to pronounce it. Got Yamcha like, maybe a cat walking his keyboard. Jim says, Venka, do you have some health potions to give that poor bunny dude for the damage he just took? Man, fuck that guy. Can't you see the wisdom? Where is Gato? Who are the wisdoms? Who are the wisdoms? Guys, the earth is what he's called, and he should be near here. But I feel as though I shouldn't ask him the truth. Truth about what? God, this game is so good. It's so good to this day. There's no wonder that I demand non-linearity in my games. Because I grew up with this game. It's my favorite game. Like, the world is just so full of people around doing their own thing that you can engage with or not engage with. And the more you engage them, the more you learn about them and their story, you get all caught up in their conflicts. Oh, it's so cool. What a cool way to meter out a game. At the sacrifice, though, of a core conflict, right? This game has no strong core conflict, which definitely could turn some people off. But I guess it didn't really appeal to me as much. Yeah, Pixel Outlaws of Ryan, and Brian's like, you talking about me? I'm like, no, Ryan, not Brian. Not B. Ryan. What's the real name? I've heard this. No, that's not my real name, dude.
But they call me Dada.
Where is Gato? I come from the Gato Grottos. There's an ancient temple there, which is very famous. This game is so inspirational to this very day. He must be very brave. I am afraid to see him. I fear that the truth will make me suffer more. So if I come with no part number, I think that she'll join my team. So Ben said this is actually his name, Neftali. It's a dope name. What's in here? Ear of wheat. What's down here? There's like, isn't there like a cave or some shit? Will he stop me eventually if I try to go the wrong way with him? I remember this game's environment quite well. So we got Neftali, apparently a biblical name. We got Abel, definitely a biblical name. Ow. Leave me alone! This got a bunch of health. Give me the exp. Anything over here? God, this game is beautiful. There's a lot of fucking scraps. So I can't do 6 attacks. But I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy attack. Oh wait, can I do like special moves if I... There's like command normals and stuff. I forgot how that works though. Deuteronomy. So yeah, I'm no theologist, dude. Oh, there's Boink down there. Man, fuck a Boink. Trying to block my path and shit. Boy got fucked up. A little bit of XP here, a little bit of XP there. I think the order you place dungeons in determines their difficulty. As I recall. My gamer skills are powered by Jesus. Soul Surge counter, thank you, Crim. Oh, Black Jacobo, fuck! Holy shit! Oh no, the item went away. Fuck. My loot! But they're like, you can't escape! Some odd meat, sick. Oh. Hey, bud. Heard about you.
Welcome, my children. Come closer.
Sure.
Hello there. What can I do for you? A boulder with a face? This'll be a good show. Hello, rabbit-eared person. He's gonna have a landslide. Let's get out of here. By the way, Corte, there should be an ancient tree around your house. He will help you with many things. Come again, my children.
Bye, man. Nice to meet you. Can I go inside your, like, cave there? I don't think I want to come close this time. Wow, J-Bomb. What in the? Who dares disturb my slumber is that? Yeah, that's fucking gayest, dude. He's a fucking wisdom, right? One of the wisdoms we learned about. One of the 7 wisdoms. We heard there's 6 of them now because 1 passed away. We learned that from Bud. Lightning kick. Check it out. Ooh, man. Look at this fucking stance, dude. That stance too strong. That guy's really down to earth, says J-Bomb. Probably listen to a lot of hard rock music. But you're right. Ow. Give me the exp. Look at that mantis stance, dude. Like hell it does. One of the 7 wisdoms, yeah. There's one by my house too. He told me about. There's that old tree there I can talk to. They're one of the only people in this world that remember what life was like before mana fell out of, you know, before humanity fell out of touch with mana. If you guys missed the start of this game, the plot is that humanity has fallen out of touch with mana. They don't really believe in it anymore. And as such, their lives have become uninspired, and they get caught up in, you know, their own petty dilemmas. Hence, that's how they kind of explain side quests. So we gotta help them with their problems and get them back in touch with their emotions. Get them right, you know, in terms of their, I guess you would say their, like, spirit, I guess. And then they kind of end up falling back into mana, which revives the mana tree at the end of the game. Which, spoiler alert, is not a good thing. We end up having to kill the mana tree. That's just typical JRPG stuff. One of the Windows 7, wow. So fuck 7 wisdoms, dude. Fucking Windows 7. Oh no, we lost track of the chick there. Or we missed your side quest. Look at this little dude! Ewok looking ass. Fucking Teddy Ruxpin looking ass. A lot of fucking health. Come here, come here. Oh, I missed. So if I'm over here and I do a tour, I gotta jump. If I'm close to him, though, I get something else. I think it's spacing-centric. Different moves you get by holding toward. Got a seed, that's cool. Start planting seeds and start growing my own crops. Pretty fun mechanic in this game. No, got status change. I don't know how to do the command normals. Kind of interesting. It's not saying glass job. Teddy fucking Ruxpin, dude. I had to cook this guy. The Windows 7, you have to defeat them for the Windows XP, huh? The Windows 7. Get that Windows XP, I got you. I'm point blank. Do I get something special? No. Ow! Setting sun! I need to move that hits more than my opponent. I gotta mix up my stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to use my tools. Like, I gotta use, like, push and defend, right? I remember as a kid, reading FAQs online and having to like block a bunch of attacks in a very tedious fashion. Like they actually have to like use my moves to make them learn stuff. Fuck. Bandits! Hand over the cash! Cash, cash, cash! Give money or give candy, huh? Give candy. Really a fuck? How's that for cash? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah!
These guys are mad for money. I can't stand them.
Wow. Master, come and thrash this punk!
Holy fuck.
I have, Brian. Yeah, I wanted some more Solitaire and Minesweeper. Yeah. Thought about it last night even, trying to schedule this Friday's event. I decided to go with Naruto since it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and we can always do more Minesweeper. Yeah, Brian, Connor, you want to grab Makoto's or command grab? And get combos off that. That's really her end game. That's what she wants to get. The rest of your stuff is to set that up. You gotta scare your opponent, let him grab you, then grab him and fuck him up. Fuck seats, I'm friends with Debbie, huh? Used to romp with her. What the hell are you talking about, Blaster?
Wonderful. I knew you could do it. Thank you. You really are something else. I'll make you rich. Just a moment. An iron pot, a green ball bun, a taco bug. Normally costing 3,000 lucre. It can be yours for only 300.
You took my money? Oh my god.
Oh, and take this too.
Hey, you got more artifacts. Oh, a bunch of artifacts. Wow, we can make all kinds of stuff.
What are you frowning at? Smile. Let the world know you're happy. After all, I'm a merchant. I want to make my customers happy. I enjoy life, and you should too. Well, adios. Smile.
Wow. What a fuck. What a piece of work. It's a movie quote, this last shot. Brian was thinking about suggesting to you that you do that Naruto game as a way to return to $4 game night. Funny that you even remembered we had that. Just saying, Katie, telling a girl to smile, how fucking sexist, dude. Just how socially acceptable. I have hella artifacts right now, man. She was like, yo, Dandy, don't even call Makoto a hoe, dude. Show some fucking respect. Put some respect on Makoto's name. Man, don't respect Makoto at all, guys. Don't show Makoto any fucking respect. Oh, hey, we can do this quest with this guy now. Oh, shit! The orchard! What happened? It needs some weeding. Ah, fuck.
Move. Footsies.
Ouch. Ow.
Chin splitter! Hold that shit!
Makoto? Oh my. See that? Give me the goods, give me the goods. Give me that shit. Nice. Got a seed too. The fucking Vine Whip, Prim. Oh shit! I love this fucking minigame.
Oh, I feel it. The mana energy. It is flowing into me. Is it you who brought me the blessing of mana? Thank you. Thank you, young one.
No problem, bro. What's good? Give him that seed.
We plants take in the mana energy of Fadiel to make air. Plants circulate the flow of mana. We pour mana energy into seeds so they can grow. If you have any seeds, let me take them. Within a few days, I should bear their fruit.
Got some seeds. Sure. So this game has like a whole horticulture mechanic where you can blend seeds together and get different kinds of fruit, which then you can use to forge better stuff. It's a whole thing. Dude, Krem, he's way cooler than the Deku Tree, man. Just take all these seeds.
These are good seeds. Come back in a few days for the fruit.
Alright. Good luck. That's what I'm saying, Clash. I'll give him my seed. Giggity. Then once the fruit bears, then we can complete that quest.
Money crazy.
Do your thing, little bro. He's highly literate. He's not very, he's not a much of an orator. But he's very literate. Katie, look at this man. Let's get a better portrait of him. Let me read this first. Niccolo's business. My master beat banditos with a creature called Niccolo. Niccolo was scared of the banditos, but I'm scared to know what Niccolo is. What could he possibly be? An asshole. Save it up. I'm saying we gotta play the fucking money making game of the cactus. He's more of a character in Sword of Mana, which gives me great pleasure. Let's go look at his portrait. And you guys tell me if he should sound like Meatwater or not. I feel like he definitely should. Let's see here. Do-do-do. There he is, little cactus. Look at this dude! Look at his spikes, dude. He's punk AF. Looks like High and Nasly to me, says Coolan. We should have Caesar's voice. If they made a release this game and had it be voice activated, we should have Caesar do his voice. Nasally, says Coolan. High and nasally. High and nasty. This game has got a really long, list of mini games and meta games that revolve around creativity. But I think it really suits this game's atmosphere very well. It's a very imaginative game. It's a very inspiring game. It's a game that's very. Oh, heck, what's that here? It's Monster Barn. Yeah, it's a game that is just so inspirational that it makes sense to me that it has a lot of creativity-centric mechanics. You can breed and raise animals, you can do horticulture, You can forge your own gear, which you can then name. You can build robots that help you in combat. It's a whole thing in this game. Okay. Let's go look around Domina a bit, but then we have so many artifacts we can place. There is so much we could be doing. Also, we can go back and re-explore some old dungeons, too. If you really want to, like, push off going on with the game, which you guys know I love to do. Let me just wander around a little bit and make the days pass so that we can go back and get our fucking fruit. Aha! Oh, it's not quite, they're not quite done yet. They seem starting to blossom, though. Okay, gotta get a few more days. Might as well go on, I guess. We'll go to Domina, have a look around. Ooh. What's popping off, Dominin minions? Anything cool? Any side quests I can do? Am I doing anything fun? Oh, hey, what's up, dude?
Silence! Do not interrupt us! Where is Pearl? Don't you know? Do you really not know?
I know where she is. She's in the highway.
Damn it!
Okay. What's up, mutant? Flavor the bits, dude. I kind of know where she is. Elazul, join my team. So, Pearl's AWOL again. Hope everyone on a right night, mutant. I'm playing this amazing game, so I could hardly be happier. So nostalgic, Fabius. So nostalgic. Couldn't have put it better myself. Okay, nice. Miss Yuka, Oh, hi! Say, what do you know about the mana tree? I know. I have a dream about the mana tree. You don't have to play along. There's no such thing, I know that. I wouldn't be that sure. What happens to your soul after you die? It disappears or lives forever. I don't think it lives forever. I hope so. I think so too. I've been wounded 100 times, but no one's ever hurt my soul. I can't believe that something could happen to my soul. You know, I want to go meet Gaius. Let's go. Thank you. I knew you would say that. Let's go. Party on, girl. You're so mysterious. I know where that guy is, too. Yo, Team Hate, dude. Team Hate, doing work. That's a really cool piece of artwork that dude made of your guys' team. Check out twitter.com/mutantxp to see the cool artwork that was drawn. To celebrate the fundraiser and the champions. Oh, look, the mana tree's starting to sprout here. Let's knock out the side quest, guys. I'm gonna go for a short break, get some food in my stomach. Oh, boink. What are you doing here? Want to tell me somewhere?
Ask me anything.
I'm good, dude.
Boink.
Oh, I can go that way now. Well, that's new. That's not where Gaius is, but what's over here? I remember liking these guys. Basically, I can raise these monsters to join my team. It's like a monster raising mechanic. I used to use these guys for some reason, these little archers. I don't remember why. Newton must live on, and Newton concurs. Indeed, it must. I got a bow for that. That's cool. Into the caves, okay. Well, what's down here? What's in the caves, you guys think? Caves of the Chobin Hoods. Now, this is where all the bandits live, I guess. I feel like Pearl's probably in here somewhere. Ow. Give me that. Fuck him up. This game is very much like a beat 'em up. It's kind of what it seems inspired by. I hope so too, Mutant. Right now, I hope we just survive all this chaos. It's getting to the point where it's like we gotta start worrying about one thing at a time these days. A blackened bat, huh? So I can't get through here until later, I suppose. Is that right? Her just standing animation is fluid as hell, better than Super 4 and 5, says J-Bomb. And like all that rotoscoping, right? Give me the treasure! I forgot these are all 4. You can use them for forging, I believe. For making your own gear, but in what capacity? Oh yeah, you can add elements to your attacks and shit, like status changes. Oh, I forgot about that. High frame, super art. Oh man. Wrong place, wrong time, fucker. Ow. Oh shit, nunchucks too. Sick. Nunchuck girls! Nunchuck girls! Nunchuck girls! Living in their white, pretty world. Okay, we can go even deeper. Why shouldn't we? Okay. Where are we going? A lot of stuff is just for side quests, of course, the way the game's engineered. But sometimes you can find like the starts of side quests in these sorts of out of the way locations. So you gotta be vigilant. This appears to be the end of the road, though. Yes, no, yes. This is the end of the road. Okay. Let's head back. Got some treasure anyway. But yeah, no hidden characters or anything. Brian says that Richardson and Arlington will almost certainly be coming back, though. Huh? Fingers crossed. Yeah, I hope so. Give me all that stuff. Give me that. What the fuck? Oh, she got lifted. We all gotta get lifted sometimes. Give me that. More bows, huh? It's difficult to focus on one thing at a time, but at the same time, we all need to recognize that all the issues we're dealing with are connected and related to one another. That's true. If not, it's like applying a band-aid to a mortal wound. You're very right, Mutant. What's her name? She's so cool. Nunchuck Cat Girl. Yeah, Apples. One of my friends is a furry, so that's all right. I think she's on my team. On board, Apples. Do 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 do. Get your chin split. Come closer, please. Come closer. Oh, he got it. He's jacking my moves. Oh, what a whiff. You big dummy. You AI dummy. Apples, I'm down with the furries and furries are down with me. That's a fact. She runs on all fours sometimes. Does she have little angel wings? What? Dude, she's such an OC, dude. She's a fucking 2005 OC. Demon cat girl with little angel wings? Oh my god. That design is godlike. Okay, hold that shit. Okay, some loot and goodies. A wind cap, huh? I should check my gear. This game is so easy that I don't think gear like matters at all. She took out my fucking EXP right there. That crazy chick. Brian said, I've heard Venka sleeps in a Sonic suit when it's cold, huh? That'd be amazing. I wish I had a Sonic suit that I could sleep in when it was cold. Jim's like, I don't buy that gameplay. I'm trying to understand what you mean. Do people who identify as furry have races, or do they transcend into calico or some other shit? I mean, probably a variety. Fabius says, why FF7 Remake Innovation turn battles if Legend of Mana already has, huh? Not sure I understand where you're coming from, Fabius. A lot of games have, are action RPGs. I would say that FF7 was, relatively innovative in the sense that I wouldn't say they're necessarily innovative, but I think that it was a very good example of a game that marries turn-based with action by having your action tied to building a bar, which is consumed to, execute essentially turns. I don't buy that story. If he's anything like his gameplay, he never goes fast. Wow, J-Bomb. Well, the ladies love me, though. Let's see here. So I want to check out my equipment. Anything good? I got an iron pot, cool, and a wind cap. So this gives me more defense. This gives me some more. What the hell that is up there? All right. Let's review what these stats mean. Strength. This is technical level. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I think it means like my attack power for my technical moves. Perhaps. What kind of moves can I use? Let me go to skill here. I have push and defend. I don't like either of these. What if we tried like... I heard lunge is good. Retreat, crouch, push, cheer, a battle cry, spin, confuses enemies, grapple, counterattack. Well, let's try like lunge and retreat. I bet the lunge is good. Probably makes me move faster. You should stream with an iron pot in your head. It could be your new gimmick, huh? Yeah, when people playing this game, dude, like our character always wears the iron pot for the whole game while I'm wearing an iron pot on my head. That'd be sick. Hey, what's up, dude? I want to finish a quest, if you don't mind.
Welcome, my children. Come closer.
All right. If you insist.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
My friend's about to die from a demon's curse. What can I do to help her?
Do what your friend wants you to do.
She doesn't ask me to do anything for her. She's just going to accept what's going to happen.
Then you must accept that.
Thanks for the advice. Not.
Did you understand what that person said to you?
No, I didn't. She was so strong-willed. A demon weakened her, both in body and in spirit. I only want to help her regain her former self.
People have the power to change themselves. That is what she's trying to teach you. Listen to her words.
Salty. Thank you. I will try to think about this calmly.
Come again, my children.
She's salty, Brian. Well, thank you so much. I feel a lot better now. Please take this. Forbidden ring? Sick. Sounds godlike. It's forbidden. It can't be bad. Okay, quest complete. Probably complete our quest at home too, the garden quest. Patrolling. We have gotten so much fun stuff done and we only have a small number of artifacts. This game is fucking godlike. I have so many artifacts I can use now to do all kinds of fun quests and shit. We only did like a fucking... And we have, what, like 4 artifacts placed right now? The highway, Domina, my house, and the caves. This world is so massive and so vibrant, man. There's so much to do. We're not ready yet. Oh, that one's ready, though. Let's pick it so we can get this quest completed. Grab it. Spade Basil. Bonk.
Bring me your seeds and I will bear them for you.
I already said that.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. I don't remember things that well anymore. Anyway, bring me seeds. That's what I'm trying to say. I have no ulterior motives. I just want to help.
Okay, let's go talk to Little Cactus. Save our game. I'm going to go a very short break. Put the break screen up to show some respect to the people that make the channel possible through Patreon and through Twitch subs. Get a shake in my stomach. I still haven't eaten all day today. I'm going to get a shake so I get a little bit of energy. And then we will do that voodoo that we do so well. With a couple more hours of sweet, sweet Legend of Mana. A game that, again, means a lot to me personally. Truntle. So he doesn't want to talk to me about the other quest. If I leave and come back, will he? I believe Trenty is the tree. I ate the pizza, Brian, but I still have some sticks I could eat, but that just takes a long time. So he doesn't want to talk to me about that anymore. Okay, so did I not write down the Gaius thing, or did I write down? Lost Princess... Mana Orchards. Mr. Grandpa Tree is so big and scary, it makes me want to hide by his roots. His roots look like the best place to hide. So I guess I do remember correctly from my childhood. See, I thought as a kid, I had to talk to him after every single quest. Because that way I could write down their stuff. But then I thought as an adult I would do an experiment where I did 2 quests back to back to see if he would write them both down. And hoping that, that'd be the case. That makes sense to me now as an adult, but no, he does not. Now I know. So now I don't get to see his writing about that, about the quest with Gaius. I don't know, is that true? Hang on. I kind of feel like I misunderstood it as a kid. I'm gonna try some other stuff. I'm trying to save and leave and come back. This whole dungeon. Connor says, what super do you reckon I should start with? Kind of like SA2, huh? Brian likes to say 1. 2 is very advanced. At Connor's level of play, play what you want it to use, Connor. That's what I say. 2 is great if you're, know how the tricks to using it. 1's also great if you know the tricks to using it. In general, yeah, 1's easier to use to get the most mileage out of. But it doesn't really matter if you're just playing for fun. Dix, let's start with SA2 then. So when you go back to SA1, it'll be easier. It's very smart, Dix. Start with the hard stuff. There's that too, Brian. You're right. So if I leave and come back, can I talk to the little cactus again? Or am I really SOL? It's not a huge deal if I am. I mean, it's a poor design decision. But I feel like there was a trick to this. I could make it work. No. So yeah, so there is no way to get that chapter written. I have to come back here after every single mission. Okay. Do. Back rotate kick is for Dudley. Does he have a back rotate kick? Toward rotate kick is duck under. Oh, backswing blow. Yeah, backswing blow. Yeah. Let's go somewhere cool to enjoy some cool music while I go on a very short break here. Put some food in my stomach. Let's put Lumina down, because Lumina is one of my favorite towns in any game, let alone this game. That's a good soundtrack. I want to do some more exploring around Domina before I start advancing the plot, because you guys know me, I'm mad lazy like that. I don't like to advance the game if I can help it, but I gotta put this place down at least. Usually putting it down also unlocks like a side quest. Lumina! You guys know the deal, guys. I'll be right back. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out here today. Again, we changed our schedule at the very last minute. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. Woke up to some chaos in the neighborhood. And basically just wasn't really feeling like playing a game as high energy as Batman or starting a new playthrough. Both those I felt would be better served if I had more energy. So we're going back to a game that is very therapeutic for me. We're going to play a little bit more Legend of Mana tonight. It's a game near and dear to my heart, and I'll be back in probably about 10 minutes. Once I had a shake in my stomach, I've used the bathroom and stuff, got my water refilled, all that cool stuff. Thank you so much again to those to help out financially speaking on the stream, making the stream possible. I have a nice list here, very convenient. Thank you to John Hernandez and your Salty Face for being patrons on Black Knight level patrons. Thank you to Fearless Howls on Patreon, Audrey Apples, Dick Sucker, Grey Gamer UK, Max, Michael Hinkle, Mutant XP, and Sin Theory. Thank you to Ash, Lethal Mazzara, Brendan Williams, Foul Mill, GK Lai, Juna Anam, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Mum Blues, Ricardo Garcia, Rufio Jones, Suptastic, Tony Bosher, and Toxic Vamp. And the young guys, it's $1 a month. People like Benjamin J. Harkins, D. Scott, Dapper Dons, Edward Kenneth Perez, Herb Durkin, Andre Cruz, Kaiju, and Kenfinite. Thank you for the Patreon subs. Kitty says, was it a couple of guys who were up to no good, trying to make some trouble in your neighborhood? Not in my case, to my knowledge. I just woke up to the sounds of sirens going off and people hammering their car horns and some like explosion sounds. I have no clue what it was. I looked up when I woke up at how the riots were looking in Lansing. And at the time, the most recent news was from the previous night, downtown, which I'm not that close to. So I don't know what the hell's going on on this side of town. Go to lurk mode, Brian. Good luck with your dishes. Get that cooking done and wash some dishes. Thank you for our Twitch subs as well, by the way. People like Big Nasty, Eve Off the Chill, N Cruz, and Stole Cold Ryan Meyer. Those are our Fearless Havels. Thank you to the Shady Winners on Patreon. Next to me on Twitch. That's the Amazon Prime free sub tier and the gift sub tier and the $5 sub tier. Thank you to AC Slayer 3S, AK47, Arteus, Ash, Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Bam Bam, Bashful, Blue Apps, Bonza, Bot Vencabot, who Audrey gifted a sub to, Brother Neuro FGC, Carol Baskin, Nuts Wolford, Cavias, Chumpy, Crime Alley 3S, Crimson Wolf 777, Decoy Mandis, Dicksucker, Doc 3292, D Scott KC2CAD, Eddie Greenheart, Feel the Madness 1, First Opus FPA Brian X, FPA Eddie, Gaming Zone, AZ, Glassjaw, 1984. Grimy Herb Durkin, Here Goes Nothing 9. I'm Gatbug. I'm the Weatherman in Silo. J-Bomb 1901. Joe Cola, Kaiju is Dead. Cairo Vatica, KD Alpha. Kyosuke, KG the Legend. Knuckle Dust, Cozy Pro, Cool Hand, El Grinta. Longlegs, Lost Ark Video Games. Neon Riot 4. Nigris Jones, Nice Templar. Octopus Prim, Omega Urian, Optimus Style. Overlord Steve, Poppy Kulo, Play to Cake, Quinifer, Raging Mage Sage, Rackfry UK, Shiva Jones, Sin Theory, Sneak 8288, Solvable Group, Squadmaster Phil, Task Force, Faust, TFD, Jesus, The Shen, The Tonebox, 3 Venge, Timeless GFX, Toxic Vamp, Trunks 8479, Viroski, Whitfield 20, Yankee Nation 55, Yoga Brain 3S, and Zanzu. Thank you to Zanzu in general for all the help he's given this channel for the past few years. So I can't give you bits because you don't sub, right? I'm confused. What can I do for you? So I can't give you bits because you don't sub, right? What can I do for you? Both bits and I missed another message here, huh? Bryce, I think you mean stream, but yeah, I don't have anything set up for that. And you never have to give me anything for that, my friend. I got you. What's up, Legend of Mana PS1? Interesting handle there, dude. I'm just going on break. I'm going to come right back in a few minutes to play more Legend of Mana. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I know I have been. I'm going to put some food in my stomach and we'll play some more of this beautiful, beautiful game. Welcome aboard, Legend of Mana PS1. Thank you, J-Bomb, for the 500 bits. This is from Brian. Thank you, Brian, for the bits. If you can't find a team, nice. Make a team for you. Sick anti-air. Sick air-to-air. Oh,
nice,
my
bro. Very
God.
nice. Very nice.
Oh, fuck. The water effect was pretty bad, but I don't think that, you know... Oh, fuck! That actually scared the fuck out of me. Oh! Rest in peace. Rest in peace. let's shake, shake, shake it up here. Chicken fajitas on deck. Oh, I see. Those bits were from Brian in the sense that J-Bone was trying to thank Brian for all the advice. I gotcha. Katie says here, chicken fajitas. Damn, everybody I know is talking food in my group chats, and it's making me hella hungry now. Maybe I should eat something. Maybe I should order food tonight. I don't know. I don't know, Dix. I didn't know. I thought maybe Jimbo was just trying to fucking take the... You know, I don't know. I really didn't know. I'm sorry, Dix. There's some things I don't know. I'm not what is the word for that? Omni-knowledgeable? There's omniscient, there's omnipotent. What if you know everything? You see that bug just now? How did I make that happen? Can we clip that? Something with the loading, I think. Omnismart? Omnismart? Omniscient? That thing means you see everything, right? I guess that's the same thing as knowing everything, huh? It's an all-encompassing term, huh? Just Katie. Katie, you fucking nerd. You big fucking nerd. But Brian is kind of
a skeleton warrior.
omni-encompassing. Omni-dick, says J-Bon. Just call me Ben 10, dude. What is it? What is this thing called? He has this thing on his wrist, right? Dick 6. Oh my god. Dick 6. The Omni Watch. I never watched Ben 10. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Ben 10 in my life. I've seen a couple minutes here and there, though.
You know, someone tries,
These are the tales of the skeleton warriors.
complete silence, okay?
He has a watch, yeah. It's called the Omni something, right? Omni... I can't think of it. Or am I totally wrong about that? Maybe it's not called Omni anything. I feel like it is. That's why Dick's made that joke. Omnipresent, says Brian. What's Ben 10's watch called?
Try and mess with us. Are you blind? Look down on the ground!